If you're looking to buy or sell your house, Bart and Crystal Van, it's the Bart Merrick team.
Confusing time right now. Lots of stuff going on. We actually had the good fortune of talking to Bart and Crystal a couple of days ago, and they were walking us through some of the traps and little mines and little deals that are out there right now during the strange home buying time.
The thing to me is their experience.
Yes.
They've been buying and selling houses during the pandemic these past 2 years. I mean, longer than that. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of Tom and Dan listeners, BDMs, and they have the experience, and that's what you need when you're looking to buy a house in this market, especially, or sell your house and get the best value for your house. But we got a testimonial. We've got Jen on the line that just used Bart and Crystal. How you doing, Jen?
I'm well. How are you guys?
Good.
What was your experience like using the Bart Merrick team?
Oh, it was great. I actually got to reach out to Bart first, and then after that, I got both the tag team here with Bart and Crystal. Both very professional, very knowledgeable.
You got the tag team. The old tag team.
Why did you say that? Why?
I didn't say it. She said she got tag team by Bart and Crystal.
No, come on. Because
tag team.
Her husband's a BDM. She's not.
Tag team. Back again.
Come on. Stop.
Check the regular lesbian.
No, come on.
Party on, party people.
Jen, I apologize.
There's a party over here. Party over there. Bart Merrick's underwear.
I have an insane business partner, and he's ruining everything.
All right. You know what? Jen,
I got a husband like that.
Yeah.
Then your husband will appreciate my humor, and hats off to Jen's husband, because he's a cool dude.
So how'd they make the experience, Jen? Was it easy?
Oh, yeah. It made the process very easy for us. I've actually bought a house before, and this is actually my husband's first time buying a house, and we actually built the house. So the townhouse is actually located in Ocoee, and I didn't realize they go throughout all of the Orlando area, so going past into Groveland, and it's not just Orlando, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if they can't do it, they have somebody probably that they know that can help you out.
Yeah, they've got other partners, BDMs from other parts of Florida that they can refer you out to. So if you're looking to buy a house or sell your house anywhere, just like Jen and her husband, use the Bart Merrick team. Jen, we appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
If you want a new house plant, you could fill out the form on tomanddan.com and get a free Gabriella house plant for using Bart and Crystal.
The least we can do for you.
Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. And we'll talk to you soon, all right, Jen?
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Making dreams come true.
Why do you embarrass me like that?
I didn't embarrass you.
I think her
the
husband's a BDM.
I think the plant fixed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I feel confident. No matter what I say, if I hand you a plant, you're like, you know what? Not so bad. Let's hope.
Just call them. It's the Bart Merrick team.
Saying I love you is exactly what Crystal wants me to do. It's something that I try to, but I need an app, one that does it for you. That'd be easy. Logically, she should just know how I feel. Goddamn birds are in my living room, and this shit is real. And I'd really like to say Crystal loves me, but I don't really. What would she do if I ripped her birds in two? Fuck these birds is how I feel. One more squawk I'm going to kill. What would I say if she took those birds away? Then I'd try my best for try saying I love you. La-di-di-di-di-di-di. Goddamn bird. La-di-da-da-di-da.
Do you like beer
I still like beer.
and sitting down?
Sit your little sexy ass down.
Then do we have an event for you? It's Tom and Dan's Sofa and Suds 2021. November 14th from 2 to 6 p.m. in the heart of beautiful downtown Sanford. Watch businesses from surrounding areas race couches to see who will be this year's reigning champ. Who will be the fastest? Who will bring home the coveted title of crowd favorite? Admission is free, but please no coolers or outside food and drink. VIP tickets just $49 with comp drinks, bathroom access, prime viewing area, and full access to pit row. You've never seen couches this fast. We've never seen couches this fast. Couches shouldn't be this fast. It's Tom and Dan's Sofa and Suds 2021. Brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Just call Mo.com and Secured Roofing and Restoration. All info at Facebook.com/Sofa and Suds. Live from the Streamline Mortgage Solutions Studio, it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, buddy. It is a big teeny Friday. How are you?
Doing good.
Bye-bye.
And we're there.
Samantha's here.
Hey.
Travis is here. Seth Percizelli's here.
Yes, sir. The fish are we haven't had one die in a while. The tank is
It's been
good.
doing good.
It's good.
Mung free.
Yeah, it's Mung-free tank.
We've been putting the water in it.
We have been putting the water in it. Even the Asian neighbors that live upstairs, I think they have mastered the art of not overflowing their bathtub. So we're not getting any more black mold in the walls. I mean, it's a good Friday, man. And not in the biblical sense, but it is a good one.
Yep.
It's a great Friday, and welcome to today's Friday Free Show.
We got a hoodie sale on our merch section.
Hoodies.
$25. That's last year's hoodie. We discounted it. You also get sunglasses.
Yeah,
hoodie, too.
hold it up there so people can see
yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
right there next to you.
It's a super soft. I mean,
It's the pullover light blue bubble letter Tom and Dan. It's super soft. Yeah. It's not black, so it's it's not going to burn you up in the sun.
Yeah.
it's light too.
It's
a
only
good
$25.
Florida.
You get the hoodie, sunglasses, the Mo silicone pint glass.
It's a great deal. It's more like a
koozie.
heavy shirt. It's less of like a hoodie and more like if you lived in anywhere other than Florida, it's a heavy shirt.
Yeah.
Because it's light.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mo, my sister just interviewed for Mo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's trying to get a job.
Well, I mean, you could thank me for that because
Wow. Did you make some calls?
Look, I've been emailing him back and forth. We're talking about going out in my boat together. I'm not joking.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you made the connection. Thanks.
You
but-
can tell the truth. I mean, you're more of a true Florida real man captain than Tom is, and that's fine.
I got the looks and everything.
People draw their line in the sand
I
of
don't know
what
what
they
that
want to
means.
do. Some people like adventure, and some people like
Yeah.
maritime law, and some people like boating, and some people just like, gaying around with their plans.
I have a
You
boat.
wouldn't be his friend, so now he's resorted to Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't
tried to
deserve
hang
that.
out
I'm
with you all the
sorry.
time.
You didn't deserve that. I didn't mean
Mo's
to
a
be mean to
busy
you,
guy.
but
Well, I just
When you go out on your boat, with
He goes
Mo,
out on his boat every weekend.
I want you to play the song "Boats and Mo's."
Yeah, Boats and Mo's. You go out on your boat every weekend.
It's been getting a new radio put in the past couple weeks.
Oh, Tom did that one time. It worked one time. He had got a new radio put in. We took out one time. We're blasting the Sublime. One day, it never worked again.
Well, it got wet. The goddamn guys put the hose in the CD player, and they didn't put the shield down.
I sprayed out the CD player good. Ain't nothing in there now. I sprayed it out good.
They didn't put the shield down in front of and just sprayed it straight in there.
There's a shield on your radio?
Is he going out on the boat with you?
Well, we're trying to plan a date.
That's your business.
They're planning a friend
That's none of
adventure.
your business. Don't worry about it. That's him and Mo. You don't worry about that.
He's
That's
bringing his
weird.
one wheel
it's
on there,
weird to
too.
start doing stuff like that. It's like if you and Butler were going to a party and I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? You don't do that. You don't ask about that. That's none of your business.
Mo doesn't want to go on the boat with you and your meathead
He's planning on buying a boat.
Yeah!
And then he's like, I'd love to test drive.
They're boat bros, man.
And I was like, oh, you can come on to mine. You can test drive and see how you like it.
We can pull up 69 our boats together, tie them up, maybe tube together, float around the Glen, bro.
Hold on, I was just texting Mo the other day. He didn't tell me about planning to get a boat. Why didn't he ask me his boating advice?
Hey, don't talk about the
one.
one.
That's a no jack shit.
Don't talk about the one wheel you're getting to ride with Mo because you guys.
You said it.
I'm a vessel. I'm really good. I can like turn on a 360 like in place like in the boat.
No,
like,
you told me the breezer was coming. Get the strings out. You don't know shit.
Wait, what?
Remember, you don't know anything about boating.
I didn't, but then I do a lot of. I'm a research man.
He's a research man.
We're barely 10 minutes into the show, and I got a brand new song, and Tom's spinning with jealousy. It's Christmas in
I'm not jealous.
October.
I'm just saying.
I found it. He's jealous a little bit. He's jealous.
I'm not one to call you up. You seem a little jealous.
You do.
I'm not jealous at all. I don't even know
Well, you just said he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me that. That's
no. I'm just wondering why a smart guy like Mo would ask Seth about boating when he knows.
Because obviously he can read through my persona.
Maybe
on
he
the pod.
thinks that Seth's cooler than you, bro.
Do you go with what, like, if you're doing like Research Man would say, you go with what? I mean, if I'm looking on Facebook, I would go with the guy who takes his boat out the most. First would be Boat and Neil. Second would be Seth, and then coming in a really distant third would be Captain Tom Swamp Your Pants Off.
With his entire family.
At this point, you are a myth. The old Swamp Your Pants Off. You are now a landlord.
Well, you try and do like family adventures.
Yeah.
Seth is out there partying. That's what Mo wants to do.
No, Mo's got a family.
You gonna talk cars with the guy
but
with
he
the
still
Ferrari
parties.
or the minivan?
Yeah, Butler's right.
Plus, my
Nice
boat's
one,
it's
Butler.
bigger, it's newer, it's nicer.
Sam, would you file this under things that Tom says he doesn't care about, but it's apparent he cares about them? Is that a category?
It's a giant folder.
Yeah, it's a huge folder.
Yeah, but you got a wakeboard boat, douche bro.
No, it's not. What are you doing?
Paradise. I got a family hurricane. It's weird that I ride around on a boat that killed my dad.
Oh my god!
I'm trying to make Daniel laugh. He likes that shit.
I do like that shit. Confirmed, but it's only because it slaps my face so hard. It's like, wow, that's real. It's so real.
Yeah, it's like
oh my god,
Nicole Brown Simpson's kids naming their boat Knife.
you wouldn't want to do that.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Are you fulfilling your own prophecy?
I don't know what's happening. It's crazy 20 minutes in.
So, I don't know. I just feel like, why would anybody, because I know Mo listens to the show, ask Seth about boating if he doesn't know anything about,
Yeah, but he goes out on his boat, is my point.
Why do you think just because I got it recently that I don't know about it? I grew up on the water.
Yeah, but your dad took you out.
But I learned, and it stuck with me when I was young.
Apparently it did, because he's always on his boat.
Okay, which...
Oh, Jesus. It doesn't matter because I'm safe.
On the markers, if you're going up the intercoastal north, which marker do you keep on your right?
What is this,
and which
traffic
marker do you keep on the
school?
left?
So red is return, but if you're going north, red will be on your left.
It's on your right.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not impressed at either. I just go on. Who's got...
And I'm not going up the intercoastal.
Who's got tan, wet asses on his boat? Raise your hand if you've had tan, wet asses on your boat. Anyone? This one right here.
All right.
That's all I need.
stand with Mo.
Yeah, I'm with Mo. I just
Besides, and it doesn't really matter because as long as you're staying close. Yeah, see?
I think Seth is right. But you tricked me. Because I expected you to get it wrong, so I already loaded you wrong. Now I think about it, you are right.
The chat people are telling me.
Yeah.
You're
red,
right.
Red right turning when you're going north.
Yeah, you got it right.
Red is on your left. South is on your right.
You got it right. Faster than Tom could get it wrong right.
Well, that was a hard one.
This is my favorite Friday
I'm
ever.
just saying I have more experience boating. Why would you ask Seth? You asked Seth
You just proved yourself.
about karate or whatever the hell. Dating young girls. I don't know what else to know.
Oh, my God. Shots fired.
That's all he knows right now.
Insulting today.
Kicking and dating young girls.
Oh, I know a lot more than that.
Let's see.
I know a little bit more
I mean,
than that.
in order to save relationships here and the show, do you have anything else you need to plug? Because I think we interrupted the plug with extreme jealousy. And now
Yeah, we only got through the hoodie promotion.
Sorry.
God almighty.
Beer pong tournament tomorrow at Hourglass and brand new free Hourglass Tom and Dan pint glasses available for until we run out. But we have over 100.
They're
so
really cool too.
Go there this weekend. Go there, watch the beer pong tournament, and just ask for a Tom and Dan pint glass when you get a pint of beer, and you can take that home with you.
I'm reading what you just read. So from our Twitch chat room, which is what makes this show so great, the colors of the markers can change depending on the direction of the channel. They both are wrong. Red right only applies when coming into a port, and you can't always count on that being correct.
And that person's name is Captain Dano.
What do you know, Dano? I know. I see what you're saying, but generally,
I see what you're saying.
I mean,
and it's right.
We're all in the intercoastal
Together.
Maybe, I mean,
we're all in this together.
Your toe a little bit
Better
out
together.
of the ocean, but you stay in the intercoastal.
Yeah, stay inside.
We're just going north and south in the intercoastal.
Until I go to Bimini, which I will do. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to prove you to show you that I can do it. It's going to be like a thing to like.
How bad are you going to feel when he does it?
You're not going to Bimini. No way. You
want to bet on this?
It's been my dream to go to Bimini on my boat, and Crystal will let me. She says you're going to kill us all.
Let's do
Do
it,
it, Seth.
And
I like the bet.
Oh no, I'm going to do it.
What do you want bet-wise? Because I'm part of this company too, so I can control the
no,
money.
you know how? I mean, that's a serious. My dad used to go.
I
all
hope
the
he
time.
does it with no preparation. Out there it goes. And then I hope he calls you and he's like, "I'm here," and then you're like, "Oh, you just motherfucker!"
You get out in the shipping lanes and shit. You don't see nothing around you. I mean, it's not like you'll see Bimini.
And that's going to be a little shaky for me for sure.
He's got to go faster.
But
Than
I'm going to I'm going to hope I discover a new land if I don't.
Oh my god, two idiots fighting. Two idiots having a boat war.
You'll never make it to Bimini. No way you have the balls to do that.
Oh, I will do it.
He's saying he's calling you out, bro.
All right, well then I'll bet. Let's do a bet then. I bet.
Why don't you guys do a race?
What do you want to
Why don't you guys do a race?
Within how much time?
Loads for loads.
Hold on, who's doing the laundry?
No laundry involved. You know what I mean.
Within a year, I'll do it.
1 year from today.
All right.
What
It's
is it?
October 15th,
Write that down. 2021.
Yep, October 15th.
You just got this
great
boat 2
Bimini
months
bet.
ago. You don't even have a truck to tow it. You're going to take your boat to
I
Bimini?
don't know if my truck will be done by then.
Oh my god.
Tracy's will be. Tracy's is almost done.
So
I'll have a truck.
What do you want to bet? Money bet? Do you want to swap
Or
lives
one
here?
night with your girlfriend, like that movie with Demi Moore.
I could do that. I can take one night each with the date.
Yeah, dude, that's nobody in radio or podcasting ever done. Look, they've done a lot of dumb shit, but I can confirm that nobody in radio podcasting has done a swap the girlfriend for the wife,
like their property.
What was that guy? What was that guy? Demi Moore.
I'm sure she'll be okay.
And the old guy from that boating movie, Robert Redford.
Okay.
Right?
I'm pretty sure Tracy's the only loser here.
Yeah.
What, out of this room?
Everybody loses, or everybody wins, but Tracy.
Correct.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what she's into.
No way you're taking her.
Some of
boat
those
to
Eastern Bloc girls like the old men, or at least
although it's
they appear to in the
easier
video.
nowadays. Like my papa, my dad used to go by compass.
Oh, now you're just going back. Now it's easier.
Well,
is
I'm saying
going
you got a
back.
GPS that you're like.
I don't even have a GPS.
Tom's
I
king
have
of the backtrack.
I have my Navionics on my phone. That's it. Which I guess is a GPS, sort of.
That'll stop working about 5 minutes out. Like once you stop seeing the city skyline.
I can navigate by I know where the sun is.
Miami.
in
He's
relation to
away
things.
Tracy, Tracy, bring me your leapfrog. That's a dad joke.
I got that. All right.
Educational toys.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Hey, we can do anything. Let's start with Ted Lasso. I want to start with that. Is everybody caught up here?
Haven't watched any of it, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Can we start with that?
Yeah.
My wife ruined it
Tom
for me.
said spoilers are fine.
My wife ruined it for me, and it's not for the reason you think, and it won't be any spoilers. The character that plays Sam, the black guy, like the good-looking, he's like the striker, like she told me during the final scenes of that show, she's like, he doesn't have any eyebrows, and now I can't unsee it. And it's ruined the show
like
for me.
Whoopi Goldberg?
I guess so, yeah.
Are they so light that you can't see them?
I do not understand it. No, it appears, and I didn't pull him up on like Wikipedia or anything like that. I only saw him on the show. But once I saw him, I was like, oh my God, he doesn't have any eyebrows. Weird. Is that a thing?
Like,
but he has other hair?
Yeah. He's a good looking.
He's got a full set of hair.
Yeah, he's a really good looking.
It's not like alopecia or something.
No, it's just he doesn't have eyebrows. He's just like a really good looking African guy.
Yeah.
Like I believe he's his character is to play a guy from like Ghana.
Yeah.
But he looks, obviously he's a black guy, but like he doesn't have any eyebrows, and I didn't know if that's a thing. Can you be born without eyebrows? What determines your eyebrows? And what are your eyebrows for?
To keep the sweat out.
Well,
to keep dirt and sweat out of your
Is that
eyes.
what they're for?
I know people that their eyebrows, like they're naturally blonde, like still as an adult, and their eyebrows are so light that they literally have to do that thing where they get them colored, or what do they call it? Where they etch them?
Microblading.
Like microblade your eyebrows so that you could see them. Because without that, it's such clear peach fuzz that it looks like you have no eyebrows, which is off-putting.
True question here. Could I get my pubes? This will dovetail into something else, the other thing I wanted to talk about. Can you get your pubes lasered and then microblade your pubes in to look more naturally puby?
Yes.
Sure. Someone will do it.
It's a tattoo, right? In microblading a tattoo?
They do it for
he does have eyebrows. They're just super, super, like, sparse.
Okay.
Like,
they're just like, he's just not a hairy guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, like, thin eyebrows, like, that's a weird thing, right?
It is a weird thing. Eyebrows
I'm looking
are a
at
weird
pictures
thing.
of him not in Ted Lasso, and he has
he's a good-looking
them. They're just
dude,
very,
right?
they're not light colored, but light in. There's not a lot of them.
Like the trend for the girls now to have really thick eyebrows. That's kind of sexy.
Is that
You
the
like
trend?
that?
I love
Is that a
I don't know why
Yeah,
I like
it
that.
is.
The
Like, it's
reason-
weird because I
square,
don't like hair.
boxy ones?
Well, the reason-
and I don't like hair a lot, but that for eyebrows on women, if it's a
It's like a face bush, right? Like when I see a girl like Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones.
Write that down. Start that website.
Oh, my daughter's not named after her. She's named. Everybody thinks that. Like I'm like, well, I don't really talk about Game of Thrones, so that'd be weird. But it's like a family name. But Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones, she has like really bushy eyebrows, like huge eyebrows.
Yeah, people are into that,
and people are into it. I'm not anti it, but I don't think I'm one way or the other. I don't think I've ever. Eyebrows are weird to me. Like, I don't normally think about them, but if you, like my wife did, if you point out eyebrows to me on somebody, I can, now forever, that guy might as well be named Eyebrow. I can't not.
I'm going to have, when I get old, or if I get old.
Damn,
dude. Is something happening to you this week?
About to ride into the sunset on your boat?
You
What
are
the
a
fuck?
different, angry, I like it though.
He has a different this
Well, I'm not
week.
going to just assume.
You're like a darker, angry Tom this week. It's like, you know what you are this week? Your Tom wants to fuck. I feel like this.
About
I
to
want
lay it down this weekend.
Yeah, some fuck energy in this guy this week.
I have been all of a sudden I just
just rip your wife's blouse off.
Have you been taking testosterone?
Yes, he is. He's doing something.
I'm not.
Either that or it's fluctuating.
I'm not doing
You got real defensive, bro.
I'm not doing it. I like testosterone.
It's not. You're at the age
Don't
now
look
where-
at my fanny pack.
And don't look at my thighs. They're blood crazy. I've been jabbing them good.
You're at the age where it fluctuates up and down, so you're having like hormonal like surges. Like,
But you're
older than I am.
going through the
I'm telling-
change?
and I've gone and I have that. I have weird, vivid dreams now about weird shit.
Tom's been jacking off in the bathroom.
Hey, did he or did he not freak out in front of his wife? His wife got all horny. That was
did.
Tuesday.
Okay.
You want to fuck this week, dude.
There is.
You're down to fuck.
I do feel like my testosterone is going up and down.
You're going through the change, man.
Yeah. It's like menopause for men.
It's menopause.
No, it's not. I'm 39.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some people hit it young.
That's what happens.
No.
Pretty soon you'll start spotting in your old man boxers.
He's already pissed his pants.
Oh, well, I piss my pants all the time.
Yeah,
now I don't even.
Well, you're older than him.
You know what's funny is so little piss comes out that now I'm at a perfect homeostasis of I can piss my pants now because not enough comes out because I have retention. So it's just like and I'm like, yep, I'm good.
I'm at a bad spot now where my flagellance is just seeping out without me even trying.
Oh, my God.
You're an old bulldog.
Never ever
Loose
happens.
asshole?
Usually I have to squeeze to have it happen, but now it's just like
we cover that in the
I'm teaching
Fairville ad on this show.
karate and nobody hears me
You're
because
just blammering on these kids?
Well, no,
Fucking too many colonoscopies, bro.
Tracy's next to me, and when I count,
Yeah,
I do a
this
ki.
poor girl.
A ki is like a warrior's cry. It's how we move. Hey, is when you ki when you spin. So as I do it, when I tense up, I'm going. I've done it like a bunch of times, and Tracy's like, "Did you just fart?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." She's like, "Oh my gosh."
You're like a Hong Kong Phooey cartoon.
And I'm like, "Do you think the kids heard me?" She's like, "I don't think so. I think you're good."
Wouldn't a tight muscle asshole?
I thought so.
No, that's why they're louder.
That's why it's weird.
That's why his are louder because like mine. You know my farts. You know when my farts are pristine when I get out of the shower. There's a little bit of dampness on there, like
Those are fun farts.
You know, it's like Louis Armstrong wetting his lips before he plays trumpet. You know, you get that perfect embouchure. That's what that's called. My butt embouchure.
Let's do a couple voicemails and maybe some emails.
Oh, we could have dovetailed into. I had to tell Maisie what pubes are.
Ooh.
That's right. Yeah. So,
What do you mean you had to tell her?
Okay, we walked into because I'm a man of lying to my daughter, and we walked into the men's room of a Mexican restaurant, and men notoriously, like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I have a feeling that when most men pull their pants down, there's a lot of scratching going on. I don't think women do that. But I think men, when they pull their pants down, they scratch a lot. So my daughter screams because she's loud like her mom. She goes, "Oh my God, look at all the eyelashes on this toilet seat." That's what my dumb daughter said.
Well,
and I had a split second to make a decision. I could have either said, "Oh yes, look at all the eyelashes," and then dust them off. Instead, I said, "Oh, those aren't eyelashes." And she goes, "Well, what are they?" Of course, she asked the follow-up.
Blow them off for good.
And I said, "Those are your hair from down here. They're pubic hair."
what?
She knows she got.
Why would you tell her that?
Because that's what it is.
Well, I don't even know what age.
I don't want to lie to her. I don't want to say they're eyelashes. They're definitely not eyelashes because they're really long and curly.
Andrea
when that
is
happens-
in the chat, and she said she also had to tell her about periods this week.
Yeah, she's growing up.
She got a double lesson. Periods and pubes in 1 week.
Andrea, call in. We handled the triple Ps.
How old is she?
She's 6.
Yeah, but it's too early.
I don't even know about kids. My kids in karate are that age. I can't imagine being like, that's
but
period
she's
blood.
seen pubes before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she's seen her dad, and her dad is
so
King
it's fine.
Pube.
It's
So
fine.
I'm King Pube of Pube Mountain.
See, Tom's kids, they don't know what they are because they've never seen them because he shaves
Tom-
it down bald.
Yeah, Tom doesn't have any pubes. In fact, when they all stand together, he just looks like their fatter brother. He's just standing there lying. But he looks
doesn't
great.
have dick skin.
He looks great now. Don't get me wrong. He looks great, but he ain't got the body of Tommy. Tommy is literally like...
Oh, it's a string bean.
He looks like a doll. He's perfect.
Slender
There's
Man.
no fat on that child. There's no fat on that child. There's no fat on him.
No, he's all bones.
Seth,
my wife's going to call in, I guess, to talk. Hopefully, if she can, to talk about the period thing.
How did that even come up?
She's going to tell you. I wasn't.
You want to grab it? Yeah, that's her.
I don't tell my sons nothing.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
Yeah, so that was at our favorite Mexican restaurant. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to tell her they were eyelashes because it wasn't, and there were like 9 of them on there.
I think you did the right thing.
Well, what's the harm in saying like eyelashes? Santa put them there.
Santa put
for
them
good luck.
Oh my God!
You say stick eyebrows.
Your kids are gonna grow up dumb as fuck.
Magic eyelash.
Put them in your pocket. You got wishes for days now.
Someone left all the wishes here.
If you put those eyelashes under your pillow, the wish fairy will come and double them.
Oh my God!
I'm in there cutting my pubes and stuffing them under her pillow. All right, so what happened with the period one? Because this one I must have blacked out because I don't necessarily. I knew you had to say something, but you told me you'd tell me later, and then we never went back.
Well, you weren't home at the time. I was getting her ready for dance, and I crouched down, and I got my period, and I hadn't realized it, and she saw, and she was like, and she was concerned, and she was like, oh my God, Mommy, why are you bleeding? And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I realized what had happened. So I was like, well, I'm not going to lie to her. So
this is great.
A medical show? no, we're not talking about this. Hold on. I don't want to be a Gruden here, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't even address my wife when she's pooping.
Address her. You don't talk to her?
My sons honestly still think girls pee out of their butt.
You've got to do something. You got to do something. I can't
explain. They're like, yeah, Mommy's got a butt and a front butt. And I'm like, yes.
They're never going to know what to do when it comes to...
Stop! No, you're not supposed to.
What are you, Samantha?
Yeah, Samantha gets on us about that. And look, don't start it over that. I'm not showing them how to put the penis in the vagina. I'm not doing that.
No!
I saw you clench your flip-flop back on with your
He's
toes.
doing the Luke Skywalker. He's doing the, no, I'll never join you.
You never say nothing. What do you tell him about that?
Never say nothing.
You just say, oh, I messed up sometimes. So what? You're like, oh, God, I cut myself, and you run and you shame.
That's traumatizing.
So what happened?
Yeah.
I cut myself. What the fuck?
I told her that when she gets older, that she will get a period once a month.
No!
And it happens, and then she goes, do boys get it? And I said, no, and she's that's not fair.
Yeah, she's all mad.
Oh, no, did you tell her that we have to put up with it?
That I do.
No, she was mad as
Life
hell.
isn't fair.
She was mad.
So mad.
Yeah, she was mad as hell about that boys didn't have to do it. She's like, that's not fair. And then she started in on me. She's like, well, does Daddy get it? And I'm like, hell no, I don't get it. It's yuck.
That's gross.
And so then she's like, can I not get it? And I said, no. You know, that you get it so that you can, when you're older, have a baby. And she goes, well, what if I don't want to ever have a baby?
Yes,
and
Maisie, I knew I loved you.
And she goes, I said, no, you still are going to get it. And she's like, well, that's not fair. Like,
She said that's not fair because she's like, well, if I don't want kids, why am I getting this? And I'm
Exactly.
Like, that's logic.
Yeah.
So we kind of just left it at that, but... You know, I was like, there's stuff that you can put in your underwear so it doesn't, go through.
No!
So.
Yeah, she seemed more concerned, honestly. Like, this just show you how horribly materialistic she is. She seemed more concerned about having to ruin her clothing than anything else.
I mean, that.
Well, she won't. She doesn't know about the pain yet.
No, cramps.
No.
No.
I gave her like the top level thing, and then she was like, fine. And so she then moved on. I think if you kind of lie and make this like big deal out of it, it's like something they have more questions, and then you're spinning yourself into like that story. So then she just moved on. She was like, okay. Yeah. That's how it is.
And Andrea is notoriously handling really aggressive things with Maisie, like the topics of female menstruation and kidnapping. Those are two of your favorites to always bring up.
I think you guys explained it well. Then you're going to come home and she's going to have like teddy bears and toilet paper stuffed in her underwear, thinking she's going to get it right now. So she's
No, she knows.
I told her.
Not an idiot, Seth.
No, she knows.
She's smarter than all of us in this room.
Well, that's what I would do, just in case.
You have a teddy bear in your pants.
All right, I love you. Get out of here.
Love you, bye.
All right, bye. Sorry, buddy. I know it was a rough first segment for you. You're more than welcome.
Your boys are going to have it rough.
If you need a break right now, you take a break. I'm going to give you that grace. So.
Give you that
grace.
I've done it wrong. I have been a horrible parent.
No, you haven't.
Well, I will. I had a shaming moment yesterday when I remember when Crystal left here. We went to lunch.
Yeah.
I went to that poke place, and then it was me, and there's just a dad in front of me and his 4-year-old kid. And the dad was ordering a poke bowl with everything. Like, it was like a shrimp with salmon poke bowl with all the veggies, like onions and shit.
I love it.
And rice or whatever. He piled it on. And he's like, can I get a small side cut for my son? We'll share it. And then I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, this kid is eating shrimp and salmon and vegetables in a poke bowl. And
hey, we don't have that.
And then,
don't get me wrong, May ain't gonna touch a vegetable now. She's done with it.
well, he left his wallet, and then I was like, "Oh, here, sir, you left your wallet." He's like, "Oh, thanks." And then I'm like, "Hey, congratulations, teaching your son to eat. My sons will eat grilled cheese sandwich, mac and cheesy, and not even all mac and cheese."
You said this to this man?
Yeah, you chirped. You chirped.
Whoa, why you piling on? Let the man
I'm just
talk.
congratulating him for being a good dad. And then he's like, I decided a while back that I was like, I'm not going to let my kid be picky. He's going to eat whatever I eat. And now he just eats whatever. He eats mussels and shit. I'm like, mussels? And then I'm like, well, now you're shaming me, old man.
Well, you brought it up, motherfucker.
Mussels?
Now that you're done,
I don't even want to eat that.
I will go back to Butler and say that it does hurt my heart a little bit, too. I mean, if that's not a chirp, I'm not known for congratulating other dads on being good dads. I'm not known to do that. In fact,
there's actually
normally I would think that you would frown upon me. If I said that to another dad, if I were like, hey, buddy, congratulations on being a good dad, you would make fun of me if I did that.
No, he left his wallet on the counter, so I gave him his wallet.
Chop.
That started.
That's the chop, and then the chirp was the follow-up.
Well, giving someone's wallet is not
You're
a chopper move.
You're a hybrid model.
A chopper move is running to go pull a chair out or some shit. like a weird thing no one does. But anyway, so I was just like, oh my God, I've ruined it. Because my sons, they don't want to eat shit. They're too picky. And then I started like, well, maybe genetically this kid just likes everything. And then Chris was like, nope, it was our fault. We ruined it. Like,
I know my brother did the same thing, and I yelled at him all the time about it. He got him eating crap food, doesn't like other things, and this microphone thing is like back and forth.
Yeah.
No, I'm riding your levels. You're good. You just leave it where it is. I'll make you sound
it's anyway, bad parenting. Agreed. Still, with the period though, too far.
I mean, she's gonna have to deal with it one day.
I don't know what's happening, so I just kind of go with the flow. Pun intended.
You can't know
it's nature.
Hold on, you can't know what a period is and also believe in Santa Claus. right? That's my rule.
Oddly, the two are connected in my mind for some reason.
Red, the red.
You're pulling me over a little bit.
No, I was just saying, like, how
there is an innocence lost there. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Like, I have a hard enough. I'm explaining.
So what?
the
You wanted her to
foreskin.
just tell her a lie that she got cut in her down.
Well, what did you want me to do? I feel like you're looking at me like with some disappointment, like I was supposed to step in, but I have no recourse here. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I don't even deal with. That's not even my department, the period department.
I have no blood in this game.
I'm not even in there. You know, I don't even work on that floor.
I know.
I'm mailroom.
Just like you be the boner department with your sons.
Oh, he's not talking to his kids about boners.
He sends him to the boner department to talk to him about guy stuff all the time, but apparently he doesn't do it because then she's always saying...
Yeah, but they're getting boners, but they don't understand... what it is.
You got to talk to your kids about the boners.
That's why you're supposed to tell them what they are.
Don't have
I'm like, shame!
Yeah.
No, you don't just yell shame at a boner.
Wiener alert!
Shame! Hide what you do when they get a boner. You're like, wiener alert, then you guys run around. like run around like it's midsummer.
We just don't talk about it. We're like, oh, I don't know what's happening.
Wait, so when they get it, you just walk it out?
When they get it, are they just like sitting down and you just happen to look over? Oh, shit.
Max, you got a boner. Go walk that off. Go out in the yard. Walk that thing off. Throw some dirt on it.
Like, we just don't I freeze like a T-Rex.
Dad's standing still. I'm
like, don't talk about it. He's like, always playing with it. Just look at the wall.
Wonder if that's what my parents did when I was young.
No,
I don't know what they did because I play with it a lot.
Apparently they did nothing.
in public.
I think they left you to your own devices.
Making a goddamn big dumb set.
Maybe if we leave him alone with his boner, he'll turn out to be a horribly well-adjusted medium. Poof.
Well, I guess it worked out.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
Hey,
it didn't. You were the
it
doctor
did work
today.
out, Captain Seth. It did work out, Captain Seth.
Thank you.
What was the doctor today about? I didn't want to
You
bring it
went
up
to the
because
doctor?
people
I
are
went to the
tired.
doctor. I was at my accountant today.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Money.
And I got to write off all my doctor appointments.
That is fraud.
No. I'm sorry. You can. It just has to be over like $8,000 out of pocket, which I did. I was close.
$8,000 out of pocket.
You have to be over that to write off. Yeah.
Yeah. All for the doctor to tell you you're fine, which you can obviously see in the mirror.
I don't know. The toilet has some different things to say the past couple of days.
Wait, your toilet's talking to you?
Yeah, but I realized I ate beets and I was okay.
The beets again.
Yeah, you got
the beets. I get screwed up around by the beets because I forget what I eat. I forget what I eat, and I was like, oh fuck, and I was like, oh yeah.
Let's do a couple voicemail.
You want to do a couple?
Yeah.
All right, let's pull up some. If you'd like to leave us a voicemail message, we'd certainly like to have it. Just get our app. Just search wherever you get your apps, Android and iOS. Search Tom and Dan or Mediocre Time. We have a free app on there. All of our content's on there. We're gonna beef it up. I think our plans are this year to do, or at least maybe 2022 to add some features to it. Let's try this one right here.
Tom, Dan, Sam, Travis, Butler, whoever the hell's in there. But, man, I just had to give you guys this quick little story. So I'm a delivery driver out here in Kissimmee. And there's this old lady. She's a crossing guard. And every time I deliver to her, she's always like, oh, my God, you look like my son-in-law, this, and that. For, like, the last year. And I finally met her son-in-law today. And, you know something? I have no problem against any kind of people with any kind of disabilities. But this guy had some severe mental disabilities, unfortunately. And I just felt really disrespected. You know, I seen this guy and he's like, it must be really fun to have.
Oh, no. Okay. Hold on.
First of all, he's battling the Terminator as he's talking.
Yeah, so is he saying that, is he...
I don't know what the hell he's saying.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening on that one.
I think he just wanted to be...
I think he just wanted to make the R-word voice, right?
Yeah. You tell him some dad joke. What's up with it? Like, as our listeners get older...
It's what you're becoming.
I haven't heard that voice in a while, though, actually. Like, nobody's made that voice in quite a long time.
Like, I feel like they're just, like, manipulating an old-school dad joke and making it current, and then just so they could do... their dad joke, their dad told them.
Oh, so they're adding a few more details to pump it up and make it more 2021.
It's the old, this person said, you look like my, son, and then I finally met the son, and then he talks like this.
Right, yeah. It did sound like a clever dad classic, right? Some of the classics, when they rolled around, were kind of like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And then I wonder if that guy actually believes it sometimes.
Yeah. Did Gruden email that to you?
Use this one with Tom. He'll love it.
Hey guys, this is BDM Josh here in Avalon Park. I figured I'd weigh in on the new hot topic. I think I'm on team fuck those birds. I don't particularly like birds, and especially as pets. Having a bird as a pet doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know. I think there's plenty of people that would probably disagree, but I don't know. You can't really do anything with them. At least I don't think so. What do you let them sit on your shoulder? What are you, pirate? I mean, come on.
There it is.
Anyway,
get them.
Fuck them.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's not a matter of like the fact that I like the birds or don't like them.
It has nothing to do with that.
I guess if I liked them, it would be easier for them to be living in my house for 3 weeks. It's just the noise and the screaming that they do, and the fact that I'm sure I'll be cleaning out the cages or doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just there.
They stink.
They have an odor to them.
An odor.
Yeah. They are musky, and then
like a period.
Do they make any sprays?
Ooh,
like a bird spray that you can spray on them in order
just a water bottle like a cat.
Febreze them?
No, dude, just so they're not like, so you don't have to like.
But it's like that the stuff you spray in the toilet that masks the doo doo. Like Seth can doo doo up the that's not gonna. Like, when you have a bad enough doo doo, it doesn't. It's like this smells like begonias in here. No, I don't smell doo doo at all. It's doo doo and begonia.
In the chat, they're making the connection here. Is Tom more of a captain because he will have birds and parrots on his shoulder?
That's true.
You gonna bring the birds out on the boat?
I'll give him one. You get one. You get the bird one.
They'll fly away
because they want to get the fuck out of there.
Caged.
Yeah, but they don't know that they're domesticated, right? So a hawk would just eat their head, right?
How big? They're pretty big, right?
They're like the size of this white claw.
But it's not a war bird.
Oh, they're not as big.
No, they'll fly away and they'll just die in the neighborhood for starved to death. You know, because they don't know how to feed themselves. No, but that's why they can't live in the wild.
They'll off the Castleberry French fries that are thrown out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure instinct would kick in and they would just peck on the ground.
The raccoons are flourishing.
No, they got to fly over near that. They got to fly over next to your Buffalo Wild Wings where it says, "Don't bring your gun in here."
Are their wings clipped?
I mean, I don't know. What the hell do I know?
Probably not.
They don't even know if the men are like a boy or a girl
They don't know
bird.
the gender
You
yet.
can't tell.
And
You
they're
gotta
also
stick your finger up the hole.
Okay.
It's how far it goes. No, I'm serious.
Is that what you do?
No, that's what you're supposed to do. Not a finger, but a metal pole.
A metal pole.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's how they sex.
Seth knows
birds
about fingering
reptiles.
birds.
Sex birds.
He does.
They sex birds.
That's
They're
how
like-
they sex the birds.
they're native
And-
to the Amazon rainforest. Like, they're not living in Castleberry. What are they going to fucking fly over to the Castleberry roller rink and live off the worms?
See, I'm right.
Popcorn.
They're just going to die
Popcorn
immediately.
holes.
Yeah, they've lived all their life in a cage where they get food
Miserable.
and fresh water.
Can we jump to the
They're
chat
fine,
room?
they're so stupid.
Before we get a break, and I know you wanted to do some voicemails,
Okay.
I did see something that I'm trying to pick through this. Izzy, or Chungus Glorioso, he's in our Twitch chat room. He says, I got insulted the other day when Jana Banana said that she doesn't like fat people. She said,
She said that?
She said it on the Monster. She said fit people are more disciplined, they have more money, and she likes them more. She doesn't like for people that broke my heart. Fat people, I am certainly not for people fat. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Who
Izzy, if you want to call in, I'd like to clarify because I don't.
Are you meat drunk right now from
Yeah.
Arby's?
Oh, that doesn't sound like her, man.
Yeah, it does sound like
It does sound like me, though.
Are you sure it was Jana?
It did make me laugh, and Seth definitely thinks that.
Everything I was saying, that I could
Yeah, was
feel.
it
I didn't
Seth?
write it. I'm not me on there.
Yeah.
I got my own thing.
What you could hear in the background was Seth going to Jana's Facebook page and liking it.
He's like, I don't know who she
He's
talked
like,
about.
God damn, she's inspiring.
My AOL chat thing from back in 1999 or 2000, whenever AOL chat was a thing, said,
This is amazing. She's so.
I hate fat people that smoke was my handle. I don't know.
Don't say that.
Well, I was 18, 19, and I was
God.
shooting steroids in my leg, and I didn't like laziness.
Although, if on paper they're braver than you, if you think about it, like
No, you're right.
Like
They
the
don't give a
living
shit.
life.
Izzy, did you feel like she was genuine when she said that, or did you take it as if it were like a goof? Like, because I say some pretty things, like I say things as if I'm some sort of a character of like an ignorant person. Like I'd be like, well, yeah, certainly they can't do that. They're fat. You know, you do something like that just to show ignorance or show that there are those type of people, and that's kind of like the role you're playing. She wasn't at all goofing. She was being like serious about it.
Maybe you're pandering to an audience or something. You know, it's like a different audience. So
I don't know. That seems off-brand, though.
Like when you're on the no spin zone, you scream a bum like one or two times just because the audience likes it. I don't know.
Living lucky, but she ain't fat.
It is funny.
Lucky I'm not fat. Yuck.
And I do not think
Don't
that
take everything
at all.
personally.
I really
either.
don't think that.
You want to take a break now?
Yeah.
All right. I got good music this week. We're going to hear from Pokey Lafarge, which is like throwback rockabilly music. Frames. We've got, for Samantha, we have New Sincere Engineer. And we also have some just grimy punk rock from the Muslims. You'll like those guys because they're very old school punk rock. Like they're very much fuck everything. What are you laughing about?
I'm still laughing.
I know you are.
At Shannon.
It's so great.
Fuck these fat sluts. Fat.
That's what he said.
Is that what you hold?
He said fat.
That's what you. Is that what you heard? Because my wife does this. Daniel
Well, that's why I
does
want
this.
to go
No
back
offense.
and listen.
Yeah. Like,
None taken.
People.
None taken. Yeah, I read it with my own filter.
If you're an emotional person,
What filter do you put on it when you read it?
you put your own filter
Yep.
on shit other people
100%.
say, and someone says, and then you describe it to someone else. You're like,
Take the
that
filter
doesn't
off.
sound. And then you hear it in real life.
You
you're
got to
like,
take the filter off or write it down.
Yeah,
or-
that's the way you interpreted it. That's the way you felt that it came across. I doubt that it, but if it did, super.
Oh my God.
or maybe
I didn't say it.
now
It's funny that she
now
said
Tracy is saying that maybe, just maybe, it was a subtle goof on a person on that show that may not be thin.
No.
I don't know.
She's a businesswoman. She's not going to, trying to get publicity and stuff. You're not going to.
Don't know. It's funny, though. It's funny. This is Pokey Lafarge. The name of the song is Killing Time. It's my pick of the week because it's so classic. Enjoy this. We'll be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
Tugboat fly, made a python crawl. I'm so cold.
Fairvilla Megastore for all your butthole stretching needs.
Yeah. If you got one and you want to stretch it, they can make it happen.
Full transparency, we did a lot of stopping and starting before this commercial.
Well, I started.
And then I'm like, stop saying that.
I was singing. I was like, stretching your butthole.
Yeah. And then I did it just to make you laugh.
You did.
Even though it's wasting our time.
It made me laugh. What's funny is that...
butthole stretching?
Yeah, butthole stretching. It's funny. It's funny.
So why would you stretch it out?
Yeah, mine is naturally...
want to keep it.
Mine is naturally stretched, and I kind of feel like I want it not stretched.
Like, do you go to your kitchen and you stretch your kitchen garbage bag as wide as it'll go? No.
Maybe I do.
You want to cinch it.
Maybe I do.
Keep the garbage inside, right?
A hefty cinch sack. Like, for me, I have a natural width that I've achieved. And if I could go back, can they help me go backwards? Can they tighten my butthole?
Oh, no, they don't have it. I mean, why would you want to do that?
Well, I mean, I just told you. I don't know how to get out of this one. There's no way out.
Okay, you guys know how good...
I'm standing in the well, I'm looking up, I've fallen down into the well, and there's no one around, and I know I'm going to die down here. I'm looking around. Oh, God, you know what? Not worth it.
Why even scream your voice out?
Yeah.
Die with a pristine voice. Fairvilla Megastore, there's multiple locations. They got the Megastore right there in OBT. They got a location Secrets Hideaway. They got a location on the coast. They got a location on iDrive.
And for Halloween, they are the perfect spot to go for your costumes, especially ladies. If you're looking for something upscale, a little something not quite so cheap. Yeah, I said it. Some of the Halloween stores, they sell some complete garbage, but Fairvilla does not. They sell more like real garments, real clothing. It's good stuff.
Dude, quality made. They vet every product that comes in the store. They're really good about that. They only carry really well-made products.
Indeed.
Including all their costumes. So Daniel's right. If you want to get a costume that you'll keep forever, that's super well-made, that
especially the sexy costumes, like if you're going to be like sexy Chucky, and I'm not making a joke, go to Fairvilla to get it, because the other ones are going to be kind of like
papery, felt.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be comfortable, you want to have confidence. I mean, especially if you're doing something a little more revealing, you want to buy the good stuff, and Fairvilla is the place to go. Makeup, they've got all the glitter that you need, all of the different... I mean, they got everything, and especially, guys, you got stuff, they got stuff there for you, too. But I'm just... a little, to the ladies, if you need that specialty item, even if you're plus size, Fairville is the place, because they have it all and they're able to buy a ton of it.
Yep, 100%. So whether it's mild or wild,
oh yeah, stretching.
Fairville Megastore.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha Butler, Seth Petruzzelli here, everybody here hanging out on a perfect Friday. What do we got to plug now?
Well, we've got some new merch coming out next week. A really cool hat that our merchman Eric designed. It's kind of a sister logo to the T&D Stripes logo.
Yeah.
You'll see it. And then we've got...
It's very industrial, really cool and subtle, like kind of Tom and Dan. It looks more like, I don't know, very commercial. I love it.
We got a Tom and Dan, I'll call it the Hawaii tank top. That's going to be up next week. And a new girl's shirt.
Deep V to the P.
Yeah.
Super deep V.
And I want to give some love to Samantha.
I wouldn't want to wear that one.
I want to give some special love to Samantha.
You got them all the way up to 4X if you want one.
Butler, put that back up.
A deep V's good for.
But these designs were basically spearheaded by Samantha and by Travis. And they worked on these, and I appreciate y'all working so hard on that. I think it looks amazing.
It's the perfect time for winter and Christmas.
Well, we're Florida.
It's hot as hell year-round.
I mean, luckily...
Also, speaking of hats...
It's cooler summer.
Eric was in here earlier. He was telling us we got a bunch of those Z159 trucker hats.
Dude, this is one of the best-fitting hats, and Pabone figured it out, too, because I see him rocking it a lot. This is an excellent fitting hat. Like, if you're a hatman like I am, there are certain... and see how I can get a little bit of bend in it?
Yeah.
Sometimes they can either go up for my glasses, or I have to... I can't fully bend it. This I can do like big boy or like a real baseball player. I can put that little bit of bend in it, and it sits on my head right. I'm going to actually... I'm going to have Eric snag me another one, because this print, too, is like a waterproof... like a Klingon. I don't know what do you call that?
And it's like a heat transfer.
Yeah, it's like a heat transfer. It's really cool, super detailed. So check those out.
Every order is going to get a Just Call Mo silicone pint glass, too. I think Eric has like 100 left.
Wow.
Why does it happen only in the Friday free show? Like I talk all day.
That's not true. It happens all through the week.
It seems like I notice it more. Okay.
I think you get more mad on the Friday free show.
You do. At us.
Let's do some news.
All right, here we go. I was going to say Ross, but he's not here. I know that because the chat room's sad.
MRIs trying to prove he's gonna die. The CTE is kicking in with every new hit at the gym. He laid out Kimbo.
I got to add your boat to this.
Won't call him back, and we all forgot about that fight. Just more proof alone you're gonna die. It's Seth Petrozelli with your douche bro news.
Douche bro. News today brought to you by GabriellaPlants.com. If you want to buy a plant from Gabriella, use promo code Tom and Dan. You get 15% off your order. Or if you use any of our sponsors and spend $159, you can go on our website, fill out the form, and get a free Gabriella plant mailed to you. It's like a $30 value, completely free.
It's awesome.
Put your proof that you use one of our sponsors, and you'll get the plant.
I love Gabriella plants. And, you know, the little things make me excited about some of the things that we've been doing here. And as we move into 2022, some of the plans that we have. We had a lady on, I'm blanking on her name. We had a testimonial this morning for a Bart Merrick a deal. And when you told her at the plant, the Gabriella plant, and she was like, oh, I'll do that. Like the fact that she like didn't know but got excited about it.
Yeah.
Like getting a new house plant. These are not bullshit plants. They're awesome plants. And Gabriella releases every Wednesday night, they release what they have in stock. And now my wife and I look forward to getting the email because it's always like clockwork, and then you can see what's coming in. My wife is gone. She's plant crazy now.
Not to be a plant nerd, but I got my Monstera from Gabriella. They mailed it to me a while back. It's 10 foot tall now. That I vined it up on a stick. Like that thing's worth a cool $50. I gotta flip that thing. In a year I could probably sell it for $150.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool. But take advantage of that. We have this amazing partnership with Gabriella, and we want you to take advantage of it because that one time we had some plants left over.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you guys better jump on these plants.
Yep. All right, Seth. First story.
So you guys Starbucks fans?
No.
I've gone before
in an airport.
I used to be.
I just figured you guys would be coffee.
I am a coffee guy. I used to enjoy it when it first came out. I used to enjoy it. Then it seemed like their lines got longer. So then I just went to whatever's more
popular.
Yeah, I go to what's convenient.
But there's so many. I thought the lines would.
There are longer lines sometimes at the Starbucks than there are for rides at Disney.
Yeah,
it's insane.
To me, I guess with caffeine, it's much like alcohol.
I just take black coffee. It's fine.
I'm chasing to get awake.
My next question is: do you guys do like these?
I just do regular black coffee.
Too many calories, man.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm too chubby as it is to go there and get some damn white chocolate Christmas. I don't need that. It's like 600 calories.
Yeah, that's a lot. Well, I mean, that's why I kind of picked this story. I didn't know if you guys are into that or not.
I am into it, but I think we all know that we probably shouldn't drink those.
Yeah, so obviously we're gearing up for the spooky season, so it's only right that there's a bunch of new Starbucks.
Pumpkin spice, everything.
This was different.
Okay.
Secret menu drinks, which I never understood the secret menu thing, which is bizarre to me because I feel like they can make a lot more money if it's fucking sitting there on the menu.
Fabricated hidden hype.
Yep.
But not everybody knows about it. I wouldn't know about it unless I was researching.
Yeah, but
people
really
share
in depth
it on
for my
social
job.
media.
Yeah, they're creating artificial hype based on something that is on the regular menu. They're just pulling it back so you trick yourself into thinking it's rare.
We call this the McRib.
Yeah. Animal style's another one. Fuck your animal
There's
style.
a secret menu on the wall.
It's not secret. It's like if everybody knows it, it's just you get to tick that box of I'm a cool dude when you get to say it, right?
Yeah.
If you order off menu.
Yes, and everybody wants to be special.
So it's an ego thing.
Yeah,
It's not. You're not getting anything. You're not getting special treatment. You're tricking yourself into thinking you're getting special treatment.
Yeah.
But anyway, what are you saying?
So there are now 3 Starbucks drinks inspired by Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
You're a big fan of Hocus Pocus?
Great movie. Classic.
So
it's inspired. That held up for
They're
so long.
filming the second
I know,
one
me
next
too.
year.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, there's 3 drinks inspired by the Sanderson sisters that you can order. So they kind of go
They
into
got
depth
the witch
about
one, the fat one, and the hot one.
So now I don't know which one's which. So there's Winfred. Do you know these? Winfred.
I always looked
Mary,
at that movie purely
and Sarah.
misogynistic.
Sarah's the
I
hot
always
one.
looked at it.
Sarah's the hot
You got
one?
the buck-tooth fat one. You got the hot one, which is
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker, right? And then you got the witchy.
She looks like a foot.
All I know is the one that Janet doesn't like.
God damn it.
There it is.
Nice.
That's why he gets the big bucks.
I'm holding on to that forever. I'm sorry.
So I'll begin with we'll talk about the Sarah. The Sarah you said is a hot one.
It's Sarah
Okay.
Jessica Parker, yeah.
So that is a sweet berry flavored beverage with violet drink base with extra berries. Substitute the coconut milk with soy milk and ask for the drink to be double blended for the desired texture. Finish it off by ordering a ginger powder on top of whipped cream. How do they pick these for each person? They just randomly throw shit together and be like, "This looks good for her. This looks good for her."
probably.
I don't get it. Like,
it's dumb.
I feel like they did it to
Mary
make
the
it
big?
look like the colors of their dresses.
Is Mary the thick one? Which
Yes.
one's
It's
the
Bette
thick?
Midler, right? I mean,
That's-
it's like a national
that's-
treasure.
Winifred
Well,
is
this one is-
Bette Midler.
Oh, Bette Midler.
This one is the chocolate drink. Did they do that on purpose? Or?
Oh, man.
You end up with a chocolate covered strawberry.
Well, someone thought of it. Like, if they didn't do it on purpose, someone brought it up in the marketing meeting, right? Like the extra calorie
Should we
one.
make this one a venti?
Yeah, and then
A grande?
so that's the Mary drink was a chocolate covered strawberry type drink.
That
and
sounds
then,
delicious.
It does sound good actually. And then the Winifred, what's her name?
Winifred, yeah.
Winifred.
She's the most popular character, right?
Yeah, she's like the head witch.
Yeah.
basically.
So that starts with actually green tea frappuccino as the base. Then it's a pump of white mocha and a pump of peppermint syrup.
Pump of white mocha. Hey.
Remind me what's so good about that movie that made it such a cult classic?
It's good for kids and adults.
And they embraced and leaned into like kind of spookiness before most people were doing that. You know, like it.
But it's a kid.
How old
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, it's a family movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it 90s?
Trying to break
Yeah.
a curse and he has a little.
You know what's weird? I mentioned this
I do
before,
like The Craft better though.
but
Oh, Craft is great, but
yeah.
it's a completely different type of movie.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the girl's name that's really hot?
Nev Campbell?
No.
Is it
Well,
she in
Nev's
it?
hot.
Talking about
too.
Nancy?
The one that's in the Adam Sandler movie too, as the
The
Nancy,
rough-voiced one,
yeah.
the one that looks like she sucks mad dick.
yeah, she's so hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Look, it's not that.
Feruza Balk.
Yeah, that is not. I contend that is not shaming. If you look at her and you go, "God damn, it looks like she could suck a dick," that's a compliment.
She'll bite your dick off
Yeah,
there, too.
well, I look at her, I'm like, man, I could not handle you. And some of those girls, like some of those redneck girls that are crazy, they look like they fuck crazy. They got red asses.
She's in the one.
I don't know what that is, but a redneck girl. I've been with some redneck girls. You get in there and they're hot as hell. They pull their pants out. Like, why's your ass so red and irritated? What the fuck happened to you? What's your, you getting some poison oak? What happened?
yeah.
That's a thing. I don't know what it is. Like redneck girls that are really hot have irritated asses.
Has someone been dragging you?
What happened?
Get spanked a lot.
Did your stepdad drag you down the driveway? What happened? With no pants on? I've seen those movies. They're out of Melbourne.
Wranglers chafing the cheeks.
I think it's something with their
Bareback Productions.
Their skin is so fair and white that it just gets irritated. It's like when a real white person goes out in the sun, it gets red spot, red things.
Yeah, she was in American History X.
She was also in The Worst Witch, an old movie with Tim Curry.
Hey, your movie's on the BDM page now. The
Rockabilly Zombie.
Yeah, Rockabilly
saw
Zombie
somebody
Apocalypse
post it.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's on what?
It's on the BDM page.
Well, I don't know the whole thing. Is the whole thing or is
I
it
think
just
it's the
my
whole
little clip?
thing.
I'm going to
really?
have to watch that.
We could watch the whole thing in here.
Hold on. What's Seth's scene? What does he do?
I do a couple of things. I beat the crap out of people, and then I talk to my friends about women.
Is this a Jana scenario?
Oh, my God.
No fat chicks, Jana says.
I think I say. I think it's a
acting?
long time ago. I think I say something like, "Mama," my mama always
Mamma
said.
mia. Papa Pia did the baby diarrhea.
I'm a redneck, so I'm like a rockabilly.
Give me your rockabilly redneck voice.
I think I don't even do. I do my own voice.
Oh,
I
we
just
gotta
kinda
find
like,
this.
Mama always said,
someone emails
happy
the
wife,
clip.
happy life, or something like that. I don't know. I said something.
Someone email us the clip of just Seth acting.
Man,
because
it's
I gotta
good.
look at it.
I can act really good. In Street Fighter, I act really good too. I have a really intense scene where I bang the desk and I get teared up and I start to like get angry.
You have a crying scene?
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Not crying, but
I can't believe that's his last Dukan. I am so sad.
I actually want to get the clips to that. They said they would send them to me, but just like the movie, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I'm sure they're mainly worried about the fact that they made this whole movie that they can't release more.
Capcom's about to fuck him in the ass.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
So,
are you trying to pull it up?
Yeah.
I told you about...
It's in the BDM group.
Oh, you got a neck tat in this.
Yeah, they give me a neck tat. They give me all tattoos. They made me look real hillbilly-like, I guess.
On Disney Plus, Hocus Pocus, they're like the trailer... They don't have a trailer for it, and the trailer is just a scene in the middle of the movie that's anticlimactic. Like, so
yeah, they do that when they don't have trailers for some reason.
Yeah, they do.
Like
why
didn't they have a trailer?
They do an old Jay Leno clip that they would have sat on the couch and roll the clip. You know?
They do an old Jay Leno clip, but why?
Oh my
like,
God.
they didn't make a trailer for this movie. Weird to me.
They probably did, but I don't
Lost
know.
it, or because
who knows?
Odd.
I think they posted it from YouTube.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, man.
Someone email us in the chat room.
That's not it. That's some hillbilly.
It'll be hard to find Seth's part. Next story.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Well, these for some reason one of my stories I copied and pasted, and then I copied and pasted the same exact story. So I don't know where it went. But this next one, is
like have an EJ do news.
Yeah, I know. So this next one.
I got it.
I was gonna say I got a trailer right here.
Okay, here it is.
We gotta see my fight. Is it the whole movie?
No, it's the trailer to it.
Oh well, you might.
Did you make the trailer?
Yeah, I'm in the trailer. Of course, I'm a headline name.
Hey, boys.
Hello.
There he is.
You want a sip?
Sure.
Did you bang that chick?
Come get it.
You did.
Did you cheat on your wife? Did you cheat on your wife?
No.
Is that what
Tell us
happened?
the truth.
You fucked that girl and it ruined your marriage, didn't it?
No, my girlfriend was with me the entire filming of this.
Okay.
It was like all night. It was like
all night.
Well, she fell asleep for a couple hours.
Oh, hold on. I got nervous. I couldn't hit the right buttons. Well, here, we'll keep going. Your pussy smells.
Why is
Thanks, babe.
Sure. Anytime.
Yeah, that's amazing.
See ya.
You getting married to one of the most hottest kittens in town.
Kitten.
Why are you gonna mess with that?
I wasn't gonna do anything, man.
My mom and pop, they've been married for 30 years. You know what my pop always said?
Are you supposed to have a country accent?
When mama's happy, the whole house is happy. Don't forget that.
Ain't that the truth?
This might be the worst acting I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like watching The Walking
This is worse than a porno. At least there's fucking in a porno.
Wait till you get to my fight scene. It's really cool.
I'd rather watch Jana on the Monster Show.
It's on YouTube.
I can't stop making jokes about it. All right, sorry.
Next story.
Yeah.
Thought it was good. For 2 years, this poor elk, a resident of Pine, Colorado, lived with a giant tire stuck around its neck. Human residents have reported the bull's unfortunate situation to Colorado Parks Wildlife, but the animal was difficult to locate. But finally, on Saturday, after over 2 years and 4 days of tracking, the officers were able to get close to the elk, shoot it with the tranquilizer, and get the tire off.
It had a tire around its
They
neck?
had a giant tire. I got a picture of it. It was real sad looking. Okay, so
Was it as big as a Michelin tire?
Unfortunately, they had to cut off the 600-pound bull's antlers in order to remove the tire. So they had to cut off its antlers to do it. And there was about 45 pounds of tire around its neck that they got off.
I saw this story, and every once in a while...
It's actually not that bad. It looks like a go-kart tire.
But somebody put the tire on its head, right? Like, it didn't do that.
No, well, I said that story because I feel like it's... No,
I feel like
people just throw shit like that all the time
I
now.
feel like somebody did that.
No, I think it was eating, and I don't like to think people are that bad.
I thought about this, and I was like, how did it get the tire on its head? Like, the tire would have had to been...
Says it's been on its neck for 2 years.
Yeah. Flowers growing out of it from the center of the tire.
nuts.
It's eating, and then as it catches it on its nose as it picks up, and then it falls down.
Oh, you fucking idiot, elk.
What
You're
do you
so
want it as a
dumb.
necklace then?
Now, wait a minute. I would, before we, cancel the tire, which is what we want to do, or the people that put the tire. Let's talk about the positives here. Around your neck, constantly in the elements, collecting water, always a water source under your chin, hydrated.
Working out a lot.
Yeah, carrying it, thicker
I was
neck.
thinking about fit, but...
Thicker neck.
It was full of wet pine needles and dirt. Yeah, that's sad.
Would keep you alive, though, if you needed it. Those are my emergency pine needles.
I mean, like, during hunting season, couldn't you just...
Shoot the tire?
Well, no, I mean...
They said they couldn't locate. They said it was hard to find that particular...
Goddamn, that ain't a car. That's a nail.
And then you tranquilize it and then... like cut the tire off.
No, you put another. You put one more
tire
tire on. You put the set. Here you go. Now you have a set.
And I feel like it probably could have lived its whole life and it been like barely bothered because like all the tracking devices that like researchers put on these like you see this every once in a while they'll like tag an animal, right? They always seem abnormally big or like wouldn't this bother
like
this goddamn turtle?
Yeah, it's like a goddamn microphone pack for Kid Rock. The thing is huge, or it looks like some of your trashier people's Mondo vape rigs.
And then they're
glued to the turtle.
And then the professional's like, oh no, it doesn't even know that it's attached to it. It's fine. It doesn't bother it. Well, I'm like, well, then this tire is not going to bother the moose that much, right?
But then they do stuff where they'll release a whale, and you'll see in the back of its like flippers, it's got like a tag on it with an antenna, whip antenna, and they're like, that transponder has a battery life of 7 years, and it costs over $100,000. And I'm like, so it's just going away, and you never get it back.
Yeah.
So the transponder's gone, and if that thing dies, you don't go out there in your boat and there's the transponder. It's gone.
Yeah. I think it's just gone.
I don't want that job. I couldn't do that. I'm too materialistic to put any of my transponders on these dumb animals and then have them go to the bottom of the ocean when they die.
Whalers are getting them first.
Yeah.
I remember when we were scuba diving one time, Crystal saw a sea turtle with like fishing line wrapped around one of his fins. I told the story on the show before, and it was pretty sad because his fin was all grotesque,
grown into it.
It was like
that Indian man with the longest fingernail.
Yeah. So but there was still a lot of a bundle around it, and it had like a deformed flipper because of it. But I remember Chris was like pointing at it underwater for me to
do something, you idiot.
And then it was like,
the turtle, you fucking idiot.
Whip out your harpoon.
And I remember
goddamn turtle in my living room.
In my mind, I was like, oh, I'll just grab the turtle and then hold it with one hand.
That thing will bite your freaking hand off.
Well, I've picked up turtles from the road.
He thinks he can do anything.
Like Crystal, many times have forced me to go out into the highway to grab a turtle off the busy road and take it to the thing. So I know to grab it by its back because it tries to whip its neck around to bite your fingers off.
And it's got a penis head. Like it's like a weird. I hate turtle heads.
Piss everywhere too.
And
they start relieving themselves.
Oh yeah, they just
You're
let
in
it
the
all
ocean,
go.
so who cares?
So as soon as I grabbed it, and the sea turtle was probably like a foot, like I say, 17 inches wide or whatever. So it wasn't that big. But it
was on its period.
As soon as I grabbed it, that motherfucker took off to the point where it ripped out of my hands. Like I was holding it tight, and like I was like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, you should have just let it drag.
No, that'd be fucking awesome. It was fast and powerful, like way more powerful than I thought. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, sea turtles are strong as shit."
Yeah,
I assumed that
so it got away with the.
It ran away.
But at least you proved to your wife that he was fine because look how fast he is. Like, look at him.
That's what I said, but I'm pretty sure it died later. Look, it used his last bit of energy
it adapts.
to run around.
You scared it so bad.
Yeah. Anyway, what's that next story?
Well, here's a little bit of payback for animals. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you guys seen this or not.
Do they deserve?
So this lady, Lindsay Bull, describes the 8-foot creature given the Star Wars inspired name Darth Gator. I like it. As a member of her family, while owner says the reptile was just having a bad day. So an animal handler was attacked by an alligator as crying children looked on as she loves the reptile and that it should not face any consequences.
I saw
I gotta
this
show
video.
this video. Oh, you did?
Well,
Can you pull it up because it's
is that
fucking
the one with
awesome.
the dad?
The kids. No. It's a lady.
It's not awesome. It's fucking
No.
terrifying.
It's because the kids are like in the glass and they just stand there. And then you see the parents ripping the kids off the glass. The gator death rolls with her hand in it, so she tries to like circle with it.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's awesome.
So it was
I feel bad, but
it was one of these like birthday party animal deals where the trainers bring the animals and they show the kids.
Oh, it was at a petting zoo. I think the party was at a petting zoo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
they're at it. They're at a zoo.
Is this it?
Yeah, yes, that's it.
Okay.
Watch these kids just start crying.
And
I think I got this.
The female, I guess, wrangler. What do you call her?
Handler.
Like
Handler.
She
did push him off pretty good at first. She's like, no.
And it's not that big of a gator either.
Darth Gator. Yeah, it's not.
Here's Darth Gator.
Like,
Okay.
what is that gator?
8 foot. It says
8 foot. Yeah,
8
that's
foot.
not
Big.
that big. I mean, it's big, but
and it's mostly tail.
Strongest part.
I don't understand how it got her.
Oh wait, just watch.
Right there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh
Yeah,
oh,
I
my
can't
God.
watch it.
Wait for the death roll.
Like, I know she's fine, but
Listen for the kids.
That's when the dad jumps
There's a
in.
death roll.
I like she remained
I like that
oddly
kid.
calm
as hell.
And then
Well, you have to.
The dad was like, "Do I need to do it?" And then what
she instructs him what to do.
I'll light the candles, I guess, and let the kids blow up the cake while you're.
He's like, "Ma'am, is
That
this
kid-
part of it? I don't know."
I'll wrap your arm in this SpongeBob banner. I don't know.
Like, she got into the
I'm
water.
shitting my pants.
She got into the water so calmly that it seemed like this was
She's a badass.
Like maybe this is
She
part of it.
defecated in the water though.
No,
Definitely.
No.
She was
Everything
so
went up.
calm.
Everything goes up.
So
Definitely. She definitely shit in the water.
What's the kid in the jersey? Is the fucking kid though?
Okay, here.
He says the most, and he's like so intrigued.
That's a psychopath.
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
he's like, I wanna watch
Look,
this.
he has to be yanked away. He loves it.
Here, mommy.
I don't think that was him. I think he liked it.
So there now some other guys
The
on
one
the
guy
back of the
yells-
gator.
Yeah,
Now
the
that's-
old man's like,
The fat guy's just sitting there.
That's what you
oh,
don't want to hear. Is the one guy goes, or she says, somebody says that they put it on the closed caption. They're like, "We got trouble."
We got trouble.
Shit.
We got trouble.
Also, if she hadn't have rolled with that gator, it would have twisted her hand or
Absolutely.
her arm off.
Yeah,
like that's
why
how
she
they
got in there.
Yeah, that's why she rolled.
Hey,
that was
Steve
good to
Winwood,
with it.
roll with it, baby.
And so now it's like my understanding that once the gator bites down, it's hard as fuck to open its mouth. Like its bite down pressure is like 100 times stronger than its opening. That's why you get to hold a gator's mouth shut with your fingers. But once it bites down on you, hard to pry the mouth open again.
I mean, it's a 3-minute video. I mean, it continues.
So what's the guy doing? He's just sitting on his back.
He's keeping him still so he won't keep
So
rolling.
we won't roll, yeah.
okay, yeah.
But that's what they do when they wrestle alligators. They get in the back of them and they hold them down with their knees.
So is she just gonna wait it out?
Yeah, until he relaxes.
No,
his
you have to
muscles.
stick your finger in their butt.
I'd be screaming, kill it.
You know?
like
Pesto!
If it's just my hand, no. Oh, what did you just throw? I didn't see that part.
he threw his cell phone.
Idiot.
What's that?
Like, film this.
Why did he?
It's wet.
He threw something out.
Here's the gator's wallet. Take it and run.
Here it is. Hold on.
I'm mad that I laughed at your stupid joke. So, I mean, I get that's a bad
This is
motherfucker
amazing.
right there.
Yeah, she's a tough ass.
Yeah, for her, she hasn't screamed.
She has jujitsu.
It was sunglasses. He threw his sunglasses.
That's not going to help him in this situation.
I don't want to ruin my Oakleys. Hold these.
Now she's just remaining calm with her hand inside the gator's mouth. How bad did it screw her up?
They said they were able to save her hand, but with like a lot of like stitching.
Yeah, they did surgery.
They did surgery.
Some puncture.
There was
wounds,
one of the moms that was there was actually a nurse, so she started administering like medical help
to the hand.
before anybody got
That
there.
is rough.
As long as it
The
you
death
know,
rolls would
it
go.
doesn't twist it off, like just the bites and stuff, like you could save. You know, it shouldn't be that bad. I remember like
my brother had a bad one from that knife wound when I got him.
No.
I told you about that when I sliced it. Just a tiny little slice. He was fucked for like years.
Oh, I thought you were making some joke.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I didn't know you. I didn't know you
I
killed your brother at knife point.
I told you. I said the story about the night why he grabbed it and I yanked that out of his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I forget all your crazy stories.
My redneck uncle he almost died when a gator bit his inner thigh. And then
thigh.
It gave him
It's the bacteria in the teeth, right?
Blood poisoning.
That's when people get those wounds where the skin eats itself, and when your body goes back together, you end up having body holes.
Yeah, no, it's gross.
Anybody here got any body holes? You got any holes on you?
Body hole?
I got some holes.
Like where? No, not the real ones, not the normals.
Yeah.
I mean, like where you had a wound, and then it spider bites will do it too. You see a person that'll have a spider bite,
piercings,
and then it went away. Like they ate part of their flesh away, so now they have a body wound, a hole in their body.
Yeah. So they're be a divot into their skin. Yeah,
I got a couple on my ass from my big goiters.
You know what? That's
ass
good.
goiters?
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for saying
When I was younger, I had them.
Yeah, you had a
What?
younger ass goiters. Tell us about
How do you get an ass goiter?
How the fuck do I know? And I felt very
it?
self-conscious about it. I didn't change them from the people. I was very...
What'd you have to wear? What'd you have to wear? You have a leaky diaper that keep it from leaking?
How big was your ass goiter?
There was a bunch.
A bunch?
Yeah.
How many? A gaggle?
Are you scarred up? Is that why you tattooed your ass?
More than 20?
That was part of the reason.
Oh,
you tattooed your ass because you have a scarred up ass?
Yeah, it looked like a fucking bundle
I didn't want to get into it. This was for the therapist. I was supposed to talk with this
Hold
for
on a second. Are you a hot redneck girl that has a red ass?
He is.
It's like Freddy Krueger trying to get a whole face tattoo. Like, that ain't going to help.
Draw more attention to the ass.
Yeah, but the problem was most of the tattoos on the top part of my ass and my goiters were on the bottom part.
Oh, you're going to have to tattoo more on the bottom. That's where my goiters were, you idiots.
This was like
color them
elementary.
in black. That'll help.
This was like elementary, middle school. I had it very bad. Yeah.
Is it from
Is it butt acne?
I don't know if it was from sweating so much from karate.
Acne.
It was butt acne. But
karate butt acne.
Karate butt acne.
Kicking the puzzle.
And there's a couple of times I went to the doctor, and then my mom was in there.
Yourself a lot of
I
that
asked. Yeah, maybe that might have.
Oh man, that's bad down there.
Fecal matter.
Whatever fucking
zits and poop everywhere.
My son's got these goiters.
My son's whole ass is like a pizza face. He puts Clearasil on it.
And I did. I tried a bunch of stuff like whatever this.
Every night he has a routine. He has to use one of those brushes he used for battery terminals on his carbuncles in the back. He uses Cetaphil.
He knocks.
You know how expensive Cetaphil is?
And he's slow.
That's no way to go through life. But one day he will grow up to be a great boat captain.
So, the people at the party, right? If you're the parents of these kids, right? One of them tried to sue this place, right, or something like that for emotional, for traumatizing their kid or some shit. I mean, everybody
There's
sues.
probably like a sign.
I hope it was.
It's like, these are wild animals.
If you watch someone be killed,
it's fine. You can't sue us.
I feel like I should sue my wife for that whole period story, right? Which is more traumatizing? Which is more? You were affected. He was sweating
I
in the
was
break.
more affected by that than the gator.
Yeah, I told Tom after that, I go, hey, that was a good segment. He goes, I guess. He was scarred. Fucked up from the first segment.
All right, you got any more?
I have one more. It was about. Did you guys already talk about William Shatner going to space and stuff like that?
Tom and I watched a little bit of it.
I think Nerd Jock covered it slightly.
We watched a little bit of it. I didn't realize, first of all, that Shatner's so fatner.
Yeah.
And he's 90, and he looks amazing for 90.
Looks great.
He looks
90.
great.
But I want to, one thing that he said when he was up there, if you read his quotes and stuff like that, and I watched it, what he said, he's like, I looked up and I saw it was darkness and space and death. That's death. Is that what death is? It's death up there. I see death. And that's what he kept saying, like when he looked
Dumb
up.
old man.
Crazy old man.
I was like, holy shit, when he said that, I was like,
all right, somebody put some tape on his mouth.
I was like, holy shit.
He's ruining my whole space
no
thing.
one
Coming in for a landing.
But no one really talks about it.
This is terrifying.
We brought you over here to market this, old man. Not to say you see death in the
Yeah, he said he saw death.
I see death and AIDS and cancer. Shut up, old man.
Say your Star Trek shit.
Just do the V pussy with your hands and shut the fuck up.
But no one talked about it, so it freaked me out. So I wanted to see if you guys caught that.
Yeah, we watched it. What's up with the feather on his back?
What do you mean?
Huh?
There's all the suits. Is that the logo for this blue? What is this thing called?
The blue
origin.
The blue
is it a feather?
I believe so.
The space jumpsuit?
Horrible logo. A feather. a feather.
Crystal did bring up, like, she's
flying.
like, oh my God, he's 90 years old. Like, that's impressive. Like, my grandma's 91. I can't believe it. But I'm like, well,
rich.
but I'm like, all their, like, your grandma still drives. And you're like, your grandma could do this. Like, all he did is sit down. Like, if you're able to walk.
He pulled some G's probably going up, but that's about it.
Yeah, yeah. If you're able to walk up to the rocket and sit down, you're good to ride.
Well, he could barely do that, though. He had to rock himself out of the Uber. He got out. Like, I saw that. He was like, ugh. He was like, 1, 2, and I'm out. Like, it was very,
So
I had to do that back during our documentary days.
So now you get the standard, like, you rock it up there, and then you're up there for what, a day and a half?
No, it's 7
Bro,
minutes.
they were up there for 11 minutes. It was 11 minutes.
That other crew was up there for like a day and a half, remember?
They were pondering death a lot longer.
No, that was the space station you're talking about, right? Or the different thing where you went up longer?
Remember, we watched the first
The girl who
civilians.
survived cancer or whatever.
Yeah. It was it was like an Amazon show or some shit, and it was like the first civilian
They were
crew.
up there for 3 days.
It was 3 days. But this is a different
This
thing.
is a different thing.
But it's a different, same rocket though, right? Or,
No,
different rocket. So, okay, hold on. Bezos is called what?
Blue Origin.
It's the same company, different rocket.
Gotcha. And what's Zuckerberg's one called?
You don't have one.
No, we don't have.
There's,
You're talking
Richard
about
Branson.
Elon.
Richard
SpaceX.
Branson has one.
SpaceX.
Oh, that guy too.
And then Elon has
all the
one.
billionaires got one.
Yeah.
What's Elon's one name?
SpaceX. He's dealing with SpaceX or whatever.
SpaceX is what you're talking about. They went up with.
Gotcha. Yeah. So
That's more like discovery and innovation. These other ones are just tourism.
So the standard tourism one is you're up there 7 minutes.
Correct.
You get
11
minutes. You get weightlessness, and then you
You get to
re-enter.
see, you look out the windows.
Richard Branson's is actually piloted by like some sort of pilot, and then the SpaceX, or not the Blue Origin one, is actually piloted from the ground. So it's all just, there's no one in there. It's just the tourists in there. So
Do you
It's
think
like a ride.
Yeah, it's like a ride.
Do you think, because I've found this where if I'm in like a beautiful, unbelievable landscape scenario where like say I go to Colorado and there's like some we go to a mountain and we look out and then I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome. And then you look out and like about 2 minutes I'm like, I'll look at my phone. like, how long do you look out at the window? The entire 100% of the time, or do you ever just like, all right,
man, I've done this before
11
with
minutes
landmarks and things that Andrea wants to see. And it's like, even when we were in Colorado, it's like, look at this view. And I'm standing there and I'm like, slowly get my phone out.
How much do you need to soak it in? That's all I'm saying.
2.5 minutes.
You don't look. You look out for 11 minutes straight.
No, you have like 5 minutes of looking, 6 minutes of flying around.
I don't think you fly around.
Well, you do more looking than
You're weightless.
You're talking to people, right?
Floating around.
Do you wear a helmet at all or no?
I don't think so.
Only the special
I
people.
don't want to do it unless I get a helmet. I know that
You
sounds
don't
like a
wanna
baby. I know it sounds like a baby saying that, but I want a helmet.
Why do you want a helmet?
Because that's what a real astronaut would wear. If I'm not wearing a helmet, then I'm just a tourist, and I don't want to be a tourist. I want there to be an element of like fake danger. I want a helmet on that needs to provide oxygen to me. Or why am I going?
You should just go in a full spacesuit.
I mean, like, what's the difference in what he's sitting in and a plane? A couple thousand feet?
Yeah, it's just
it's like 30,000.
Yeah, but still, it's thousands of feet. It's not like a
It's like
billion
100,000.
feet. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, it's not. This is your old argument. It's not that much different.
So I guess
take me up to 45,000 feet, right? Like what some commercial airliners can do, 35,000.
So the astronauts that saw the Earth from afar away, where like you see the whole planet, like that's going to be the rarity. Like that'll be the small amount.
What the fuck was that?
You're turning into a bird.
Oh my god!
Fuck that one.
God damn it!
That was
What, a hairball?
That was so weird. That was weird.
Some weird.
You had a fart attack.
That was a fart attack.
Did you just die?
Are you all right? Because you did like that. You were like, Sophie, like the fucking record was skipping.
God, it's kicking in.
The record was skipping.
Like the 80s. What's his name?
We gotta break. You're listening to tall.
Max Headroom.
I tried to push
Max,
that. So I was
thank
like, maybe they won't notice.
Well, it was violent.
All right, let's go to break.
All right, we will. Oh yeah, you had a full-on fart attack.
Damn it!
This is for Sam, brand new, sincere engineer, Hurricane of Misery, which is your boat.
Gonna see them in a couple months.
We'll be back with more Mediocre Time right after this. Show at tomandan.com for last-minute emails. 1-844-TOMNDAN. I know what you're thinking. You're sitting there on the couch. I've always wanted to stretch the fun that I have with my family with an outdoor toy from Seminole Power Sports. Right?
Are you messing with me? Yeah. You motherfucker. Seminole Power Sports.
A lot of people couldn't see that you grabbed my genitals and you squeezed as hard as you could. And that's why I screamed.
Yeah. You know,
it's a new form of pleasure punishment.
So there's Seminole Power Sports right there in Sanford, Reinhardt Road.
Mm-hmm.
Huge showroom, side-by-sides, jet skis, dirt bikes, cruisers.
It's a massive location. Scooters.
Honda generators,
yes.
Yeti coolers, a bunch of accessories.
I think they still carry Piaggio. I have a Honda Ruckus that I bought there in 2017. I love it.
Used their service department multiple times with my son's Polaris four-wheelers, dirt bike, four-wheelers. They're great. Also, they have Seminole Power Sports North. That's in Eustis.
You might be a Suzuki guy.
Yeah.
Well, they got you covered over there.
Yep. So a bunch of toys. If you're thinking about it, or like you're thinking, I need something to do, give them a call. I know that these things are super popular because people are looking to do things outdoors.
Well, maybe you just running by there can be fun.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in the market but don't fully know what you want to get, just dropping by there one day just to walk around is really a fun time.
Yeah, talk to their sales manager, Don Kuhn. He knows BDMs. He knows Tom and Dan listeners.
Yeah.
He'll help you out. So it's Seminole Power Sports and Seminole Power Sports North in Eustis.
That's like real punk rock. Their recording isn't going to be that great. They're not master musicians, but they got something to say and they want to scream at you. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Let's do some Dump 'em Out.
All right, buddy. It's the bit that never dies. Everybody.
We've got too many topics on the list today. It's the end of the motherfucking show. So come on, baby, let's dump them out and play. I want to see your topics. Ooh, I want to also see your bottomics.
Dump 'em Out brought to you by White Claw Surge.
Ooh, yeah, buddy.
We're drinking some Surge right now.
160 calories in this one, but that's because it's 8% alcohol.
Yep. Try the White Claw Lime Surge with the White Claw Regular Lemon for a Sprite Plus.
Does anybody know
Sprite
how?
Plus. I like it.
Are we ever going to get Sprite Plus? Sounds lovely.
Yeah. That's 6.5%.
This is the blackberry. It's pretty damn tasty. The blackberry. I call it fancy grape. But does anybody know how the grams of carbs thing works? Because this only has 2 carbs, and I don't understand that.
I looked to Seth for nutritional facts.
There's only 2 grams of
there's 2 carbs in this.
Yeah.
Some have no carbs.
Yeah, but some have none.
Because it depends on what type of sugar alcohol.
But I'm just saying that 8% with 2 carbs, that's good, right?
Well, yeah, that's real good.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to blow your shoes off, but if you're still like a healthy boy, B-O-Y or B-O-I.
It's just all how you react to the sugar, the type of substitute they're using in there.
Gotcha.
All right, Samantha, what do we got first?
No jobs at the car wash.
Oh, yeah, there's no jobs at the car wash.
They're not hiring?
They are. Okay, okay. It's weird. They are hiring. But no employees. But they did, and I witnessed this myself, and I made a note of writing this down. Getting my car washed early morning on a Sunday. One man, a young boy working, the tall guy, but he was the only guy drying. He's the dryer. wipe interior down, check it, wipe your door jam, shut all of it. He's the guy that pulls the piece of paper off the window and says, and then you come up. This kid was working his balls off, and he was getting tipped out by these dumb old men. He was stripper type treatment. 20s were a-flying.
Yes.
Because he was the only guy. He was leaning into the, oh, poor me, I'm the only guy. I'm a hardworking American. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He knew
Was he scantily clad?
No, but these...
See, I would pay...
But he was milking it, though.
He was milking it because he's older.
A hot guy in short shorts to wash my car.
Hey, I'm not faulting you for that. I would pay for that, too, boys and girls. But I'm just saying right here with this kid, he knew his clientele. He was smart enough to know that these old-timers respect people that have grit, respect people that do their job, whatever. So he was leaning into it and working so hard, and I saw 3 guys peel off 20s to him. He made $60 on 3 cars. Yeah. I didn't have any money to tip, so I just let them take care of it. But I'm just saying that I witnessed a kid... Like, he knew that he'd be the only guy there. And then when I got in my car, and he was like, yeah, pretty good, right? And I'm like, yeah, buddy, doing it.
I was picking up my glasses the other day, and I could tell, they gave me the text, your glasses are ready. So I show up, and they're like, oh, you're picking up glasses? Go over here, sit down at the desk.
Can't read
and
it.
that gentleman will help you. And then I sit down, and then it was obvious it was this kid's, and I call him kid, he was in his 20s or something, but first day on the job, so he didn't know anything, but he also didn't give a fuck. Because, and I put...
You got to have that.
Well, I did the math where, nowadays, every company's just hiring whoever will come in. Because they have nobody else. So whoever applies for a job, they have to hire because there's nobody else.
Yeah.
And this guy, he... Didn't give a shit about wanting to learn, and was lackadaisical, I sat there while he looked through a bundle of glasses to try to find mine, and after about 15 minutes he lazily walked over to the receptionist.
Oh, and had her do it.
And then she was like, oh, they're in the drawer. He goes over there, he always I found one, I don't, and then I was just like, well, this is what we'll get.
Yeah.
Because
for a while.
We have
sucks.
nobody.
Yeah.
There's nobody can hire anybody.
It took a little longer to get my car, but I was happy to witness this kid earning some extra money, so I just sat there. Plus, I didn't have any tip money, so I was kind of held hostage.
Yeah. These businesses have to do some shit. You pay more, do something, it's getting bad.
It will change.
Facebook Rayban Stories.
Yeah, I have Facebook stories. I bought them. I bought the glasses you can take videos on.
Oh, yeah, where are they?
They're here. They're right here.
Okay.
Sorry,
so what do they look like?
They just look like regular glasses.
I did see one video that you posted to TikTok, I believe, where you walked into one of the park bathrooms with it on, which could have been dangerous.
Yeah, it could have been dangerous. I was beelining for the ladies' room, and there was a lady coming out, so she busted me, so I had to think quick on my feet. I went into the men's room, and then I wrote a comedy skit around it, but I wasn't originally going to go in there and just, videoing some muff.
I like how people
muff videos.
People went insane by the thought of someone that had transitioned to use their bathroom. You know what I'm saying? That whole shit, and not a peep about glasses, which seems to me worse, right?
Yeah,
they're like,
way worse.
100%.
Way worse.
What if a man, or whatever the fucking argument is, which the dumbest shit, by the way, because I was like, how would you ever know? Also, why would it they're just going into a stall? Because there's always the person that transitioned to a woman using the woman's bathroom. I'm like, they go into a stall. Who gives it? Who knows? What are you doing in there?
I pee right on the floor.
Anyway,
I go for the drains.
But
they're
never
cool,
cared about the glasses. The video glasses.
They're pretty neat. They're pretty cool. And I've been using them with May, on bike rides and stuff, and she really gets a kick out of them. Certainly more.
Do you just... Is it voice activated?
Yeah, you can voice it. You can just be like...
So you video now, and then it goes on to how...
It stays on the glasses.
Can you transfer it?
Yeah, to your phone. It's
through a wire or through
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, is it kind of like a GoPro? Is it fisheye?
No, it's the square.
Okay.
You guys could try them out, but it's just a square. It's nothing impressive on the video side, but I will say the convenience is cool.
Yeah.
Of having them on, especially if you like cycling or stuff like that. Yeah, and I've always liked Wayfarers, so I figured I'd give them a spin. I wanted to get them in prescription. They said my insurance covered it a while ago, but then once it flew into Ray-Ban, I sent everything up there. They denied it. I'm like, well, don't lie to me.
This is
assholes.
the beginning of every single thing everywhere is going to be videotaped,
Having
right?
camera, yeah.
Like it's kind of like the Russians, their dash cams, like because of insurance.
Teslas
or
are
whatever.
doing it now.
Yeah, Teslas. They go build the video cameras inside the cars. They're so cheap and easy. Like put them in the glasses, cars, whatever. And then when a police investigate something, there'll be video from every angle, from everywhere. I mean, we already have like that a little bit with cell phone cameras. Like everybody pulls out the camera, but if you're just constantly streaming or videoing everything.
Those run by battery? How do you charge those things?
Yeah, they're like USB. Here, I'll put them on.
Okay, so USB. What's the battery life?
Pretty lousy, actually. Here, I'll put them on.
Yeah, they look like normal sunglasses.
They look normal glasses, and I think they're connecting now.
You couldn't tell that there's a video camera in
Wait,
those.
where is that? In the center? Like,
can you hear it beeping?
I heard it at first.
Okay, so if I go, let's say, Facebook. Hey, Facebook. Take a video. There it goes, and it's filming you.
Will it stream on your Facebook Live?
Not yet. But I think that's where they're headed. Nice. I mean, I would imagine that's where they're going.
That'd be cool.
Are
those waterproof?
There's a light on when you're recording.
There's a giant light on
there. Yeah, there is a light. Now I could tell.
I rode in the rain with them and didn't have a problem. I mean, I guess I just use them normal glasses.
I'll see if I can take it on my boat.
Yeah, absolutely you could. Yeah.
Okay. He wants to borrow them.
I could film how.
Yeah, but they're pretty cool. I actually like
the light gives it away. Though.
They're very minimalist,
Like you want to be sneaky.
You wouldn't be able to tell. Yeah. I mean, I guess some people put like little.
I dropped my keys.
They color it out. You know, some people. I guess if you really were videoing for Muff, if instead of you weren't joking about it like I was joking, if you were dead set on getting some candid Muff shots, you'd want to Sharpie out the lights to be a real shitbag.
You can't turn the light off.
I guess I could hack them. I'm sure I could do anything with them. Like if I gave them to my buddy Joe, and we just got a PC and started pulling this thing apart, I think I could probably do anything I want to with them. Yeah. And I'm sure people will. But I was impressed. The build quality is great. The fit is great. They fit really good. I thought I was going to shit all over them. I can't. They're good for if you have a kid and you just want to be hands-free and do shit. All you do is tap the button and it starts recording. It's very easy, super minimalist. So I like them.
Is there going to be pushback? And there obviously wasn't like the Google glasses first came out or whatever. Because think about.
I don't think those ran cameras on people. I think that was more an interface for you.
Do you remember in the 90s or whatever?
Do you still have your Snapchat glasses?
Yeah, I collect glasses, so I never feel bad about having them.
Snapchat or
I got all.
He had the Snapchat video glasses.
Yeah, I had all of them
at the old studio.
Now those were clunky.
Yeah, they were super clunky.
This is easy and they look good. They know. I've worn this for like the last 2 weeks, and I haven't had anybody say, "Hey, those are the nobody."
If Rayban threw their name on it, they were going to be go through all the checks.
Yeah,
will people be uncomfortable? And this is my only reference. Like, remember when they used to have like the spy video camera in the pen or whatever it was?
They still have those.
I know. But I'm saying like when it first came out, you're like, "Oh my god, a video camera's that small!" Like. I remember. I'm talking about like the 90s when cameras started getting smaller and smaller, and they started coming out with spy cams, and then they started doing the Dateline specials.
I would do
and
all of
this
that.
shit.
I would do heads-up display. Like Juan even said, blade arms. I do blade arms. I do blade legs. I would do full-on hybrid robotic body right now if I could.
But if someone,
awesome,
if someone had the spy video camera pen in their pocket, and then you notice it and you saw that, would you feel uncomfortable?
Yes.
Like, why do you?
And
have
I would say
a video
something.
camera?
You know how I am. That's when I start chopping. I thought about this too.
But it's the same as the glasses.
My
right?
chopping is not natural. You know what I am? I'm an activative chopper. I have to be activated by something. And once you've activated me, then I go crazy. It's like add water and I'll start chopping.
Because you don't want someone videotaping you without your knowledge,
We
right?
have a friend that had
But I
this
almost
happen.
assume that is happening most of the time anyway.
I don't give a shit anymore. Like, I don't care.
We're being listened to and
literally
filmed
don't care.
almost our entire lives
But
now.
you feel uncomfortable, though, when someone has... Like, if someone has a video camera out and just pointing it at you... Like, it would make you uncomfortable if you were sitting in a restaurant or, like, you're sitting at the studio.
I don't know why, but then I would be like, okay, go ahead. I don't give a shit.
I agree. Like, I don't give a shit either, but it is uncomfortable.
It is,
right?
yeah.
To people, like, who are like, why are you videotaping me? What are you, like... And then...
Have you ever said anything? I've only had one instance where I've said something.
Well, no one's ever done that.
Someone's done that to you?
It was a news organization filming me walking with my daughter from school.
Oh, like just
and
for
I don't like that. I get real mad, and then I start angry chirping at you.
Oh yeah, that's when you told them.
I told them off. I don't like that. Parents have enough. I believe this is maybe my opinion. It's definitely my opinion. You may not agree with it, but I think the parents have enough to deal with without having to be accosted. If something happens at your school, let's say, and this happens a lot, let's say it didn't happen at my particular school. I forget what they were doing. I think they were just doing first day with Corona. Oh, they were doing the mask debate. You know, some parents are like taking a stand and blah, blah, yeah, whatever. And they're videoing us. I was like, I don't want to be videoed. It's hard enough to be a parent without having you and your daughter or your daughter without permission being videoed as we're going in and out of school or you're stopping me. Get the fuck out of the way. We don't need you there. Go get some B-roll some other time. You standing out front of the school videoing parents and kids as they go in when they're dealing with something like if a teacher was a shitbag and they're having to deal with that, there's enough on their plate without you being there covering it with your stupid cameras and your dumb news stories. Get the fuck off property. You know, you don't need to do that. Sorry.
I'm just wondering how accepted it'll be socially once, I'm guessing, more and more cameras are built into your normal stuff, like your glasses.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. I think it's too integrated into our society.
What
now.
if you have a shoe camera? That's weird. Why do you have that? Because it becomes what's your intention?
It started with...
But again, those things already exist. You know what I mean? There are already shoe cameras.
What was your intention with the Reef sandal bottle
opener? If people have bad intentions, they're going to find a way to do it anyway. It's already happening.
No, I know. I just...
I did put these glasses on my boner and said, Facebook, take a video. And I was like, hey, you know.
Yeah, because then are you going to...
They have them on sex... That's why I said sex toys. They have them on sex toys, like dildos and stuff
like
that.
Internal cameras.
I could put these on while I'm pumping Andrea and show you guys the video.
Well,
Okay, I'm back on board.
That brings up a good point.
The period ruined it. That's all.
Hey, ruined it for you. Really ruined it for me.
Ruins my boner.
Nothing.
What if the glasses, you accidentally voice activate them on? Can they stream live?
No, not right now.
Well, I'm sure eventually when you get to stream live...
eventually they will do that, yes.
A lot of people are going to be caught saying things they shouldn't say.
100%.
Or that already happens.
Does it vibrate when it goes live? Could someone from across the room activate your glasses without you knowing, and then you start recording something?
No, sound only.
Hackers.
Sound only, but I don't need anything near me. I think I could put them on Tom. I could hand them to you if you were a complete dum-dum and go here, put your glasses on. And then you go home and I'm like, whatever you do, don't take them off. And then you're there and you start pumping your wife and then you hit the
light comes on you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that. Man, you're fucking weird. You got some sadistic shit in your brain.
Let me ask you this,
man.
Are we too obsessed with video?
Yes.
To the point where I feel like there's been a lot of times in my life people have wanted to bring GoPros and videotape certain scenarios where I'm like, you're never gonna watch that back.
You barely watch these back.
My sister will bring she got a GoPro to ride her 4-wheeler, right? She's like, you want she offers you want to mount this on your helmet so you could videotape yourself riding? I'm like, why would I want? I'm never gonna turn it on.
Well, that was me in a wedding video.
Never looking back.
You do a little time loop. We put it on my boat for the first time out my boat. We put the GoPro in the front. We turn it around when we're pulling the tube and stuff like that. Then we condensed it into a 2-minute fast video on how.
Yeah, but his point is he's never going to watch that again. It's kind of like me with a wedding video. No offense to wedding videos, but I'm not the type of guy that'll go home and be like, you know what? I'm going to watch my wedding video. I'm not that guy.
But you'll never catch those dad fails for your drinking videos or whatever it is.
That's true. You got to have them running. You got to run it to get the good footage.
So you just videotape everything until you catch something good? Yeah. I don't want to do that. It's too much of a pain in the ass.
That's what old what's-his-name did in the Lyndon B. Johnson. He audio-taped everything.
I guess if...
Hager Slacks, get him right in the... what was it?
You know what? Maybe I'll
Bong hole.
Because there are some people, some of the really good documentaries, especially the some cult ones and some other ones where you have so much footage because they hired some company or internally did it themselves.
Val Kilmer one.
Where they Val Kilmer, where they videotaped everything for such a long amount of time that they were able to come out with a really cool documentary because they had such a vault of footage, so maybe it is if you just videotape everything, you're your whole life or whatever.
Oh, there was a whole docuseries.
Punky Brewster.
You're gonna go back and
she did too.
Well, there was a movie that actually did this where they made the movie for 15 years and caught the boy growing up. It took 15 years to make the movie.
Yeah.
I've been taking a picture of every bowel movement I've made since I was 11 years old.
I do have a good couple months of that for real.
Taking pictures
That's
of
why
their
you have
poop.
goiters.
I have like a whole month.
You need to put it in like we all know those guys, right? They were like it was always like a BuzzFeed article where it'd be like a guy who took a picture of himself every morning for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then they put that up there, and there's like, and then I'm like, is that guy's life work? Is that his life work? Is that what he's hanging his hat on?
Yeah, that's all you got. A picture of you slowly getting older.
You're dying.
And we're like, well, it's not even that interesting. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
A guy gets older a little bit at a time.
Hey,
and
8 years with Jerry. All right.
I kind of figured that would happen.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but every time I see these things, I am impressed initially. I'm like, this motherfucker did this for thousands of days. Thousands of days. And then I'm kind of like, nah, I expected you to look way different. Like, it would have been better had you been burned.
Lost an arm.
Or you turned into a fly, something better than you just turned into an old man. Like,
yeah, or the one that I saw.
It's like, I knew that was gonna happen.
The new one I saw, and it's totally barfo, is that the guy goes on, and it's like year 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just him getting older. You know, flannel shirt, long hair, beard, no beard. You know, you see that he's getting older and older, but then you see a girl move in, and then you see him take the last
then
picture.
You see his smile just fade from his face.
But no, it's the difference. It's all fake. It's like he's smiling, she's smiling, and then the last picture is them taking their final photo in their wedding outfit. And I'm like, well, I think you planned this from day one, or maybe it's fake.
Yeah, no, that's something they plan. They do that with baby photos too, where my wife fell into this. I'm sure.
A picture every day for
and then
fuck that shit.
And then the day before you give birth, and the last one is you holding the baby up. Not that impressive, right? It's like
unless it's like a tragedy, then it's like, ooh.
Andrew had to talk me out.
There's no baby.
It's like a baby.
Everybody was
coffin.
waiting for us to like do a social media announcement when Maisie was born, and Andrew had to talk me out of doing. Well, I just wanted to write, "They're both alive." I thought that'd be fun because that's the way it would have been in the pioneer days.
Yeah.
Well, Mama Maisie lived through it. She was biting on that hickory stick real bad.
All right. Next, what?
Urologist visit.
Oh, I went to the urologist, and this is more of like a good thing. My friend, maybe your friend, Drew Garabo, diagnosed with stage 2
that sucks.
Cancer in his balls, and he had to have one of his balls removed. He's been talking about this is why I'm throwing it out there. I had my yearly scheduled. It just was a coincidence. It came up at the same time. I talked to him about it, reached out to him. He's doing fine. He's in chemotherapy now, and it seems as if things are going really well for him. So my heart and some love goes out to him from our show. But I went and got my deal checked, and I know it can be scary. And I'm going to tell a story of something that can be scary. Just so you guys know, there is a lump on my left side of my scrotum. There's a lump over there.
Is it the vein ball?
It's the vein ball.
Oh, that's always been there.
But do you have one of those too?
Yeah, I got the vein ball.
But it's getting larger. Primarily, they're on the left-hand side. But guys, you need to get this shit checked because sometimes you can be rooting around down there, feel something, and it can be absolutely nothing. But you still need to get some peace of mind. So go to your urologist. It takes all of 1 minute. The guy's going to stick a finger in your ass, check your prostate. The whole no big deal. Easy breezy. It's better than dying.
Better make it too.
Better than dying.
I feel the lumps.
You've done it, right? Multiple times.
Like a month ago, and then six months ago.
That's
and
too
then
much.
Yeah,
that's too much, man. You're not supposed to do that. I got to do my PSA
That's
test.
why you get
The very first one,
Hold
I had a lipoma in my nutsack, and it was just a lipoma. I thought it was a.
Mine's called like a
varicose.
It's just a varicose vein on the left side. It's just an
varicocele.
A varicocele. Yeah, thank you.
Why do I know that?
Whatever the fuck it is. Well, you used to work in the medical field. I don't know.
Seth had like an old dog lump on his ball.
It's a lipoma. It's a fatty.
I have one
You
here.
had a fatty? Ew, that's gross. My shit's from use. I've been slapping balls all over this town. But your shit, fatty.
I got
fatty balls?
I got one there too.
You got fatty balls?
I got fatty on.
I like how you know where all the lumps are.
He's a lumpy dog.
He's the lump lord.
I seriously feel lumps, and I'm like, holy shit! How'd that get so big? And then I'll feel lumps in my balls. But don't think about it. That's my first thought. It's not go to the doctor. I'm like, don't think about it, because I'm too lazy to call the fucking doctor.
No, I call
That's exactly the opposite of what Dan's telling you to do.
I called it. Man, let me just tell you, I was leaking so much lube out of my ass all night long, man. All night. I had to change the sheets. I was leaking lube out of my ass all night.
Was it
He
a
must-
hypochondria thing like Seth? Like
No, this is my yearly. It's that time. Like I'm 45 now, so it's like you get it.
Well, you have yearlies. I have quarterlies.
Don't they start that in the 50s?
Yeah, 50s. My doctor
No,
did.
if you suffer from prostatitis, which I do, you got to go a little more. And I had a flare up.
My gastroenterologist goes, "Don't come back here till you're 50." He was like yelling at me, telling me not to come back.
You're here every day.
He's like, "Don't come back."
Oh,
till
you
He's like, "I'll see you when you're 50."
damn.
I'm like,
I have
"Fuck, that's 8
carpal
years."
I wish you'd get killed in Squid Game.
I have carpal tunnel in my fingers from fingering your ass. Next story.
I know your ass better than I know my wife's pussy.
Driving to other states, and then we have Georgia next
Yeah,
to it.
I wrote that down. That's a high thought. We don't get to luck out like other people. If you live on the border of a cool state, then you can jump over into other states and go to other cool cities. And we don't get to do that because we got all stinky Georgia above us. That's the only place we could go. And yes,
Louisiana or Alabama.
Yeah, but
we got the Bahamas.
We don't have much.
Yeah, we got the Bahamas.
We're also, if you're in Orlando, you're dead ass in the middle.
Right.
So it's far either way you go.
Can't, so I just wrote that down.
But
because
we are
got
only
Tampa.
45 minutes away from the beach everywhere you go.
I was watching some movie and the kids were like, "Hey, well, we got to drive up to Cleveland." All the kids, they're like, "Hey, we got to scoot over to Chicago." And I'm like, we don't get to do any of that shit.
Oh, we get to go to Miami. We get to go to Tampa.
Nobody goes to Miami.
Miami is a different state, actually.
It's so far away.
much.
But none of my friends are that.
Tampa's
Like,
a different
The Conch
feel.
Republic.
Everything's a different feel than Tampa's a different feel, obviously, than here.
But it's all draped in Florida. Like it's not something.
the draping is there. Yeah, he's right.
You're like you're down in Miami. You're like,
Yeah.
this is Spanish Florida. It's a little difference.
Old Florida, Spanish Florida, Black Florida, White Florida, Red
Andrea's
Florida.
presentation.
Oh, Andrea did a presentation. She did 2 presentations. And
Presentation to who?
For college kids. I guess she's in a program to. This will make you sick. She's in some program to.
How much time does she have? Like,
I don't know. I don't talk
it's
to her.
insane.
So she's in some program to,
she lets her kids go do other activities
That's
so
true.
that she can
That
go
is
do stuff.
that is true. She dumps them off a lot.
Yeah.
They're the soccer and clay and
Dance
cook
and
and
charcuterie.
The kids are always home. Like, every time I get home, they're always there.
You're always here.
This is going to be you at like 75. You're going to be like, that's still here.
Also, I'm shitting in the bathroom the other day, and then I see the lock on the door turn.
I used to do that with my dad.
Because Max knows how to do it.
He knows how to do it.
And I'm like,
That's terrifying.
I'm in here.
They know. They know you're in there.
And he opens the door and he's like, ew. That's all he says.
That's awesome.
Then I'm like, get that out of here. What? I'm like,
He broke into insult
I'm
you.
vulnerable.
He broke into bully you.
I like that.
And then he said, when are you going to be done? I'm like, just give me a second. And then he opens it again. Then he leaves it unlocked. And I'm like, God damn it.
That's the worst.
Anyway.
Maisie will crank the door.
They know what
open.
they're doing, though. 'Cause
Maisie,
I remember doing that to my dad. I caught him smoking his bong all the time.
yeah, Maisie will crank the door open, and I'm on the toilet.
He's like, I'm taking my ulcer medicine. Get out of here.
My
Ulcer medicine.
That's what he called. I told you.
Bong
He was taking bong hits. I didn't know what it was at the time. And he's like, I'm taking my ulcer medicine. Get the hell out of here. Ah. And I'd laugh and slam the door shut.
Oh, that's an aggressive, full bong. Like usually,
I think me and Seth's childhood is a little more alike than I'd like to believe.
Yeah,
usually you go in the bathroom and take a one-hitter or something.
Gravity bong, baby.
That's what Maisie does. She'll
Yes,
open the
Bong.
door. I'll be on the toilet shitting, but also hitting my toothpin. So I'll have to put the toothpin down, and then I'll have to be like, because it's in my mouth. I don't want to blow it. She doesn't know. And I'm like, and I'll just like push her out and then have to slam the door, shut it, and then.
That's insane.
What else we got?
Don't have to worry about
But
any of
anyway,
that
Oh, we didn't even talk about the
I
presentation.
just want to shit on her a little bit because she deserves it. She gave 2 presentations to kids at UCF, and both presentations, the kids both said she had a, quote, cool vibe. So now she's been walking around, and like she's like, that's the second time this week that I had young people tell me I have a cool vibe. I'm like, oh, my God.
They're trolling her,
This
bro.
sounds like a little bit of crockiness here. Like, what's going on?
That's what I think.
Yeah. That's what people think. Like I said,
Passive aggressive.
So your grandpa wears and one shorts.
Yeah,
You're like,
I agree.
Cool shorts.
100% agree. Okay, good.
But what did she give a presentation about? Radio? or
No,
something?
she does this thing. What are the?
Periods.
It's like a stunt. No,
To college kids?
no. It was like
A little late.
she had to like present to them about like what her job entails, what she does.
I don't even know what she does.
Yeah, I don't either. So
I should have attended this.
yeah, I mean,
Signs from loved ones meme.
oh, have you seen this meme? that
1 meme a month, Dan.
It came up. Yeah, this is my one. It came up on the old on the Peloton group.
Okay.
There's a Peloton group that you can like belong to. Let me see if I can open this with Chrome so you guys can see it. Here, I'm going to open it up. But anyway, here it is. It says, signs from your loved ones.
So, like, passed on loved ones.
Yeah, loved ones that have passed. And it has 10 examples of signs from your loved ones. Number 1 is lingering birds, butterflies, dragonflies, atypical animal or pet behaviors. Number 2 is coins, feathers, special stones in your path. Number 3, displaced objects in your home or personal space. Number 4,
I displaced my own object, and you know what?
Yeah.
That's a sign.
Number
for my
4,
loved one.
songs playing repetitive or coincident. It puts coincidences in there. So basically, this list of signs from your dead loved ones will continue: orbs, shapes, shadows, familiar scents, perfumes, tobacco, foods.
So
dreams,
anything.
Anything.
Yeah,
That's my point.
so anything.
Messages,
Awkward boners.
dreams, flickering lights, electricity, sudden energy, temp shifts,
unexplainable breezes
and drafts. This is in the Peloton.
You know
group.
what? That breeze was unexplainable.
So this lady in the Peloton group,
the guy next to you just farted.
This lady said that her cousin had died or whatever. She's very upset. She did her 500th ride. She was like, congratulations. Somebody put this up there and said, you need to be on the lookout for stuff like this because they may be trying to communicate. This is the problem, right? This is the problem.
My sign for my pop-up was Gruden's second email. That sounds like
Pop-up shining through.
Yeah, there he is.
That's coming from heaven.
I hear you loud and clear.
Should it be coming from heaven?
Transition received.
Little sweater disorder.
Oh, and then Maisie inherited my wife's little sweater disorder. I got her pictures for this year's
She looks like a little librarian.
school photo.
Yeah.
She's wearing a tiny half sweater like her mom. Andrea and Maisie wear these tiny sweaters that don't do anything.
When you say
yes,
belly
like
sweater?
a crop top sweater.
Like it's like right. It only covers their titties, and it's like half a sleeve. It's like a little. It's like a tiny vest.
Yeah, knitted vest.
Yeah, like a little power jacket or something. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Every time I talk to Maisie, he's like, "Oh my God, my sons are weak." Because
Andrea's just strong. Andrea's like a man.
I'll hold Tommy. He's long, like a long string bean.
I love him.
And then I'm like, "You're my little baby." I'll rock him back, and then he's like, "I'm your baby."
He agrees.
And then I don't want him to grow up. And then I see how responsible Maisie is. And other
do
kids.
you want
Jesus,
them to
can you
grow
get
up
him
or
into
not?
my gym, please?
I mean, they don't want to go. I
don't care. You don't make it up to them. You make it up to you, dude.
That's what everybody says, but I'm like, do I just drop them off at the screen?
Yes.
I'm like, take
and that's
off.
fine. I told 2 parents to do that, and that kid was crying on the window, looking at her leave him. I grabbed him by the gi, and I gently pulled him to the mat. I'm like, we're going to do karate right now. Let's do karate. Let's focus. We got this. Like, don't worry. They're going to be back for you in an hour. We're going to have fun while they're gone. Blah, 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 blah. And they stopped crying. They went on the mat, and it was hard. They looked a couple times, and they were looking for him.
Yeah.
But then I just kept them going.
Yeah, that is true.
Kept them going.
Well, did they come back?
Yeah, they came back. Yeah, he's there now. He's like one of the ones that did a total 180. Like
it is more you, right? Like you don't want to do it.
I do, but I feel like it seems like just
he wants to give them the choice, and of course, their choice is always not to do it, right?
But there are a lot of parents. Look, man, I
games.
don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not going to sit here and purport to know what I'm doing, but there are parents that do believe that you know if they don't want to do it, then absolutely don't make them force them into doing it.
They might actually like it
I
if
was
they tried
begging to not go to karate. I remember vividly in my mind crying in the back seat. My dad looked at me saying, "You're going to karate. You're doing it." I was like, "I was
going to my bong swap."
No. I was in the dojo, looked at my sensei that I have now, crying. I'd say I didn't want to do it. I don't want to do it, and then he just kept forcing me for like month, and then I finally fell in love with it. So all kids are going to hate some things at first. You just got to
Yeah, look at this guy giving sound advice.
Yeah, and look at you now. I'm rather.
Yeah, look at me now. Outvoting you.
Hot girlfriend, multiple businesses,
fatty lumps,
$1 million house,
partying for Halloween instead of going around with little kids.
I do pee my pants a little bit, but that's about it.
Well, so does he. I mean,
we all do, except for Sam.
It's the dying at lone part that gets
me. Again, we all die alone, so it doesn't matter. Your kids are going to grow up and forget all about you, Tom.
No, that's the worst thing you could tell him.
Well, yeah. When you grow out of the ability to get a young girlfriend,
when does that end?
That never happened. You see these old guys with young girls. It never happens.
You gotta have money, though. You gotta keep that money going.
I don't think these guys get two new boats in 1 year.
Look at the Wolf of Wall Street's wife now. Not as good.
She's a real wolf.
Actual wolf.
Anyway. Do you want to pull up Tom's Cherokee heritage?
I don't even know if I can get this to work. I'll try.
Hold on. This is the only shred of hope that I have that I may, like those goddamn genetic tests may be wrong. And then my pop-up's private investigator that he hired and to write a report was wrong as well. And that I could be Cherokee Indian. Because where was this at, Samantha?
I don't know. Butler showed it to us.
You emailed it to me, right?
Yeah,
on the
emailed the
BDM
show
page?
and
I don't know where it
Dan.
came from.
Okay, let me see. Where
did it originate from?
I saw it on the BDM page.
I got it.
So this was on the BDM page.
Exploring your Cherokee ancestry.
And I questioned, I was like, did they fuck with this? Is this photoshopped? And then Butler said no, but now that I think about it, he has no fucking idea.
No, that's not Photoshop.
But this is exploring your Cherokee ancestry, and there's a picture of an old man in the back.
Go to this one.
Then like a really...
But was it written by a white dude that just thought that he also was Cherokee? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's Thomas Edison, Dracula, and
Thomas G. Massey.
There is a cigar store Indian in the background. So
I don't know.
There's the guy. I got him up.
Thomas G. Mooney. Who's this guy?
This could have been old Tom Van just drew himself on the picture.
It's like that thing in the old history textbooks when you open up like the ancient Egyptians, and then it's a white dude, and it's like that's not accurate.
White Jesus.
Yeah, it's like blonde Jesus at my church.
Yeah.
He looked like Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
But anyway, the picture on here, is it on Twitch right now?
I don't know that that's historically accurate, Tom.
I'm just saying this. It's on the internet.
That does look like that.
And then
Pop.
there's a drawing of a person that
you.
It looks exactly like you.
Even with your hair right now.
Yeah.
The guy's got your hair. He even parts it on the right side.
It's even got your chemotherapy ferret hair on your face.
Oh.
Yeah. Like he can't grow a beard or whatever. Like, so I'm just saying that there's this picture floating around the internet, and
It's pretty damn good, man.
Science.
I mean, it's something, right?
No.
I mean, there's a
It's
picture.
nothing.
It's the drawing.
Some guy drew something.
Yeah, but
The
why
chat
does it
room
look
says
like
they're
me?
all convinced.
Yep.
This is all we need nowadays, right? It's something. There's a shred of
Now,
hope.
there was a picture. Now, this is the second time. I think you'll remember this. Do you remember the time you and I, when we first found out about the great Cherokee Indian lie, you and I were like, before it became a joke, he was pissed. You know, like there was an element. Like, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. If you don't want me to talk
I'll play it up for the show, but I still think
there's a little bit of that. Because, once you've
God damn it.
Once you've had like a story like that running in your family for generations, like it's got to be
It was a
jarring.
long con.
Yeah. So I remember you and I looked this up, and there was a photo, not a drawing, but there was a. Do you remember the photo we found of an Indian man or a Native American man? And we looked at him and we're like,
I remember this one.
No. It was a photo, not a drawing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we're like, oh, look at that guy. And the guy's name was like, I don't know, Jebediah Chisholm or something. Like, we're like, that's you.
Yeah, and it did look like you're
like you.
Although I look like a lot of white people. Turns out a lot of white people.
And when I get wet in the rain, I smell like onions. And all my black friends told me that white people smell like onions when they get wet.
Look up Confederate Brigadier General Stand Wattie, W-A-T-I-E. That is Tom when he is in his 80s.
Confederate General.
This is Tom. I'm telling you. This looks just like Tom if he's 80 years old.
Well, I don't know. I'm more like the Cherokee Indian, more or less of the Confederate soldier.
It's Stand, S-T-A-N-D. That's the first name, and W-A-T-I-E is the last name. The only American Indian to reach the rank of general in the Civil War on either side. Look at him!
Oh, yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's definitely him. Yep.
Look at that face.
Hold on, that's a big fat. That doesn't look like me, you bitch. That looks like you fucking bitch. That's a big fat Ben Franklin.
Yeah, that's a fat Ben Franklin.
Yeah, the other guy was good looking. That was me. This guy's not big.
That's old man Tom Bannon.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Old man
that's
Tom
a big
Bannon.
fat.
It's remarkable.
Get a little
It's absolutely
fat.
remarkable.
No. There's nothing. Looks nothing like it.
It's like my old wrestling coach.
Look, he's Cherokee. That's your heritage, bro.
I like it. That's great.
Squid Game translation. Have you guys watched Squid Game?
Yes.
No,
First
not yet.
episode. I need to continue though.
So I'm too dumb.
I only did the first one, and then I'm like, I don't want to see anybody else get killed. I want to see something light.
Like,
Yeah, too sensitive for it. It's not your thing.
Yeah, it's just like I like it, but I just like I wish that they just. I wish it were more like to your imagination. It's just like I'm just seeing everybody get their head blown out.
oh yeah, you see a lot of that.
You need a home shopping network flying some fake planes.
Well, no, I want the story. I just don't want the. It's just gratuitous.
So I'm watching Squid Game, and I don't do the closed captioning or whatever.
Right.
I do the dubbing because I'm dumb, don't want to read. And so I'm watching it, and I'm only 2 episodes in. But continually, I have a problem understanding how much the money they're talking about is in like U.S. dollars, right?
Do you know what it is?
Well,
it's okay.
And then I thought to myself, well, if they're already dubbing in the English, which is weird, by the way, too, because they just use English people with not Asian accents.
No.
Which is, and then like the Indian guy, this Korean,
That'd be racist.
They use an Indian accent guy. And then I'm like,
Oh,
it is-
really?
Do you
Yeah,
want a
yeah,
fun? Do you want a fun fact on that?
But then I'm
That's
like,
kind of odd.
Did you know that's Kamal from the Jerky Boys?
Shut up. I halfway believed you. I was like,
so
If I got one person,
so
I
then-
I did my job.
like
that was a white guy. I forgot.
when they were like, oh, this
That's Johnny B. Or,
what's the Korean currency? Is it won?
Won.
So
Won?
So they're like 2 million won.
Dongs.
And then I'm like, well, how much is that? Is that a shit ton or a little bit? Like, I don't. And then, like, it affected the plot of the story.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give anything away, but like, there was a point where like I needed to know how much that was in American dollars so I can understand. I was like, is that asking for a shit ton or not that much? And then I found out it was $1,900, and then it all made sense. The plot, the whole story made more sense. I was like,
They should have done that, yeah.
Just dub in
I agree.
the American dollar amount, and there's be like $1,900.
That's visual. You can't do that because it was tacked across the screen.
Yeah.
You can't dub in that.
Well, you're dubbing in like you're not even using the exact translation, right? We've determined that you're kind of broadly
paraphrasing.
But does the money amount really? I mean, you know that it's a lot just in his.
No, I wanted to know too, but that's why I just Googled it. I paused it, Googled it, and then I knew.
I see what Tom's saying.
Yeah, but he's saying he doesn't want to have to Google it.
Well, because I want to how much money's in the ball. Like people are willing to die for
Yes,
it. Like
I'm with him.
I
want
want
to
to know how
it's
much.
a substantial amount to justify the level of
There's
death.
no way to do
I'm
that
with you.
because it was visually done through their filming, and you can't dub that over. Talking wise, you can say it, but then it won't match what it says up on the screen.
They could have just as easily gone in and changed that though with special effects,
Just
right?
say- because it's
we
like
live in a
$2
time when
million
you can animate anything.
The fact that they only paid the girl that the phone number was displayed $800.
They got rid of that though.
I know they
They took
did,
the phone
but-
number out.
The guy's tipping is like $1,000 bill, and I'm like, well, how much is it? Like, it's like, oh my god, he tipped her a lot, or just like a regular tip? I don't know. I need to know.
What you're asking for, though, you get a lot in books. And what I mean by that, especially in really nerdy books, if you're reading something where they want you to get into it, but they also don't want you to be frustrated by the lack of knowledge, they will do they'll do like footnotes and little things in the book. Like, and I like that. Like, so if you were reading Squid Game, it's believable to me. I don't know if they've done this or not. I'm just assuming that they could put an asterisk by that or some sort of marking. And then at the bottom, they would tell you to make it a better story. It's just very difficult to do that in a movie.
Without the reference of how much that
should've CGI'd
value
it, though.
is, then it's weird to the plot because you need to know like how much
what they're dying for.
Yeah, or
I can see
and
that.
other
See,
parts.
you said that, and like to me, I was like, it wouldn't move the needle for me. I wouldn't care. All it is for me, I would just be like, okay, well, it's for money. I wouldn't
Yeah.
care how much it's worth.
Right.
That's interesting
And
because
it's obviously a lot. Yes, that's,
Yeah,
I'm with
I wouldn't,
I know
wouldn't even
it's-
think twice. I would just.
It's hard to get him to believe, though, that you would ever be in so much financial ruin that you would like put your life on the line right?
Well,
Which is why you need it.
I need to know what...
Yeah, I'm with you on
because
this.
We
Because
all,
I wouldn't do it. Like,
we
there's no
constantly-
amount of money I could be indebted to, even with my family, where I'm going to try to kill myself or find some...
risk your life,
I'm not going to do
life
that.
or death.
That's not me. But so in order to get me on board, you need to give me the number. I'm with you on this.
And throughout the whole movie, because it's all in Korea, like there's other points where there's like debts and all this money like talk, and I don't know how much it is, so it makes a difference. Like, how much are you in debt? Because when you say the number, I'm like, I think that's a shit ton, but then like I need to know, so I constantly like I had to look up the
because if I looked at it and the guy
is
is fighting for like if his old lady, his mom needs some sort of thing, right? And he's fighting to do the thing, and then they're like, "How much are you in debt?" If it was like $40,000, I'd be like, "What the hell are you doing? Get the hell out of there!"
Well,
you work for that. We'll get you on payments.
Is that worth your life? Or like there was a point where they're like, I need 2 million won. And I was like, well, what, is that like an insane amount to loan someone or whatever? Then I found it was $1,900, and I was like, all right, makes sense. Right. And then it was all like smooth sailing.
But the total amount, I don't know if you want to give it or not, but in American dollars, it wasn't worth doing all that for the amount. The total amount.
It was like $3 million.
38 million.
Oh, 38? Oh, it's more than. Are you sure it was that 38 million?
Yeah, 38 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
people
a lot.
in the chat are saying that too.
38 million.
I mean,
that's still a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, but to go through, it has to be over 100 for me to do that. I would do it.
Yeah, but there's more to it. You got to link yourself in there. You've also signed away all your right. I mean, there's more to it, but I see what you're saying.
Easy to say with a boat and a hot girlfriend in a mansion. Like when you have shit.
I mean, you would be watching Squid Game. You would not be participating. You'd be watching it from your boat.
For the right amount, I would.
You and Tracy would be watching people get killed.
I've been at a point in my life where I've contemplated cutting my leg off for $4 million, even though I don't think I would have actually gotten it. But I did.
I tried to get on that.
Remember that? Well, then there's a fucking amount of money.
That was different. I wasn't in the same financial. I still would probably do it. From my knee down, I still would for $4 million.
Yeah. So like there are money amounts that you start asking. It's like the theoretical question: what amount of money will you do this for? What amount of money will you risk your life for? Like, what amount of money would you do a life or death karate tournament where you fought?
Are we going to set this up?
Fought to the death.
I can set this up.
But like amateur, like guys that were a little bit below, so you have a little bit of an edge, and you're confident.
You're still going to end up. Even if you win, the trauma of murdering somebody, right?
How much money?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What's the price have to be in a life or death karate tournament?
Just then fight like 4 or 5 people?
Yeah, like say 5
like
other
Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah, you fight to the death.
And I know I have an advantage. Like I could probably beat this guy. He's a dad.
They're also pretty good too.
I mean, they're amateur. Like
Billy Blanks, Tybo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, he's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you people that have legitimate
You
credentials.
fight Steven Seagal now.
85-year-old Chuck Norris.
Old man Chuck Norris.
Yeah, easy.
Baker Mayfield.
And Butterbean.
And Chris Pontius from Jackass.
That's a good list. That's a fucking good
And you have to
list.
fight him to the death.
I like Chris Pontius.
That's a
kill
good.
him.
Oh man, you conflicted it, and you got me with the Pontius one because everybody likes that guy.
And there's a $8 million prize purse at the end.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was thinking of doing it for like $100,000.
You're gonna kill Chris Pontius for $100,000?
Yeah.
Anyway,
if I don't get in trouble, yeah.
we'll end with the new Home Alone.
I didn't even know about this.
God.
I heard Sam
I was
and
actually gonna do
Butler
a
told
story
me
on
about it.
Butler kicking it around.
Now, I will say immediately we all said, "Oh God,
Yes.
why are they redoing it? You can't mess with the original Home Alone." And then we watched the trailer, and we're like, "Oh, fine, it's good." Like I'll show my sons.
It was good.
It's called Home Sweet Home Alone.
Now-
It's slightly different, but
Nice.
basic same plot, right?
This is my daughter's favorite movie.
My
It is
son's
not
love
a
it.
Christmas movie. It is an every month movie. Like it's her favorite. Like
The original Home Alone.
I know your boys are addicted to it too. If it's on, they're watching it. Right?
They don't watch the same one over and over.
No,
we
but I
don't
mean,
have
like if it were on,
we don't have
they'd probably
cable
watch it,
TV,
right?
so it's
Oh,
like
you don't get the Christmas rush of Home Alone.
everything's on demand. So it's like they have to choose to watch anything.
Oh, right.
Because we're in
Yeah, if this
2021.
is on or just rolling, I mean, I deserve that, I guess. Although I can get all football games without no interruption. I've noticed
got that too.
I've noticed that at your house, if it rains, it's real
No.
fuzzy and the internet connection's on.
I got the two.
But yeah, she loves it. She'll watch it like once a month. I think because of the violence of the wet bandits.
This has always bothered me, and this is why I'm insane. The kind of like the money thing. It bothered me in the first Home Alone, and I brought this up the last time I watched it with my sons. Of why
Did you bring it up in front of your sons like an asshole?
No,
Okay.
I brought it, but this is not, it doesn't.
Let them enjoy it, Tom.
I was just like, why? Like, what's stopping them from calling some neighbor or friend in their
They
town?
called the police station.
And in the first one,
Yes.
Yeah,
and
the cops go by there.
And then, but then they left.
Yeah, because they were like, everything looks fine.
They just want to go there.
It was unbelievable. But like the parents saying, "My kid's at home." Like there's a missing child at this point, right? Like your child's missing. Like
yeah, but to be truthful, it's that snarky lady from that gay show that everybody likes.
So, and then I know that like they played in a little bit of like Winter Storm. The lines are down. You
Yeah.
can get away with that in the
weren't they also
the
in
early
Paris, though,
'90s
too? Though weren't they? They were in another country in that one. So there was like the
And back then, there was no phones to call like that.
Yeah,
the phone thing.
We're kind of applying like new technology to it.
Yeah, it was like 92 or something.
But what I'm saying, in this one's set in modern times.
Yeah.
So how do they explain
Well, he
away?
doesn't stay home alone for long. He's only there for about 3 minutes before the neighbors come over and get him and bring him to his family.
How do they explain like not sending anybody there or like?
Because he's kind of a Chungus kid, and they don't really care about him.
Oh, is he?
Well,
he's a little porky boy.
He's a little
really?
boy of
He
a
looks like
Jojo
me when I
Rabbit.
was-
He's a little British boy of a Jojo Rabbit.
Like it's a little less.
Everyone says that. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Jojo Rabbit's
It's a movie. It's a great movie.
That's the Hitler movie, right?
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
So I just wonder how they
Guess we
explain
gotta watch
in
it,
modern
right?
day times how they're like the kids at home and there's nobody that they could send.
Maybe they live in an isolated neighborhood. I don't know.
Maybe he's.
I'm sure they're going to explain it in the movie.
Maybe everybody
Like, I
in the
really
neighborhood
You'll have
dies
to
because
wait
of
to
there's
find
a
out.
virus.
Oh, yeah, everyone's on lockdown. So
Yeah, what if he's.
They have to explain. They give some reasoning why they
You
don't.
would assume, yeah.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I hope they don't.
We'll find out November 12th on Disney Plus.
I hope as soon as I fire it
Is it
up,
free on Disney Plus or
If you have Disney
plot
Plus.
hole
if
crazy.
it's free, I'll watch it. But I'm gonna be mad the whole time watching.
All right.
And are there two bad guys or just
It's a
one?
couple. So it's a guy and a girl.
Why they have to add a girl?
Ellie Kemper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
she's
speaking of
the-
Nazis.
Probably on a period.
What? He tied in perfectly.
There's a lot of people from
tied in
from
perfectly.
SNL going to be in it or
Is
involved with
is
it.
Pete Davidson in there?
I don't see him listed.
Big Dick Pete.
Mikey Day, Chris Parnell, Kenan Thompson.
Kenan Thompson, what's he worth? A lot, right?
Gotta be.
He's just saving money, right?
Yeah.
And he's double dipping because he's got his sitcom that's doing well.
I was going to ask, is that doing well?
It is, and he has his SNL doing well, so he's fine. Good on him.
What do you get paid from SNL? Like,
Dude, he's not worth as much as you'd think.
yeah, because he hasn't done that many blockbuster movies.
But he was in all that and what was the other one? Kenan and Kel. And since he was a child, they still show reruns of that, right? Or am I wrong?
I guess child actors don't get paid a lot.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon didn't pay shit.
Yeah.
What do you guys think Kenan Thompson's worth?
I'll go
$7 million.
I'll go $3.5 million.
Okay, well, I guess he's worth more than you guys
I'm
did
going
think.
25.
13.
That's good. That's good. It should be better.
For whatever
though.
reason, I thought he would have been more.
Should be better because he's Mr. Saturday Night Live now, right?
He's been there the longest.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Longest running cast member.
We made the argument, could you deem that he's the most successful at Saturday Night Live? Because,
but like we said, if you're that successful, you leave.
True, but at Saturday Night Live specifically.
He's been there the longest, so...
Yeah, I would say... Yeah,
That's that sketch comedy,
I think
yes.
I'm even going against my initial argument the last time we did this.
But not-
which is fine, because, whatever, no continuity at all.
But I'm sure Saturday Night Live fans would say they're of the top 50 most iconic segments. He makes a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of more iconic segments from other cast members.
He
and more
doesn't
famous
stand
people.
out as much, but there is something to be said. Okay, hold on a second.
He's like the Julian Edelman of Saturday Night Live.
I'm glad you went to sports analogy because I was going to say there are plenty of guys that are considered the best of the best. But they're just not flashy. They're not scoring.
Yeah.
But they're the best of the best.
Like Mike Myers is a Calvin Johnson, just a star.
Yeah.
They did, huge. But Julian Edelman has technically...
Will Ferrell is Julio Jones, right?
More Super Bowls, MVP, a more solid record.
Yeah, like
not a
Julio
superstar.
Jones, Will Ferrell, right? No rings, but the guy is the most talented cat in the world. And then you got Kenan... Like you said, Edelman, he's got his rings. He's solid, always reliable, always there, works hard, but just doesn't stand out as much.
Also flies under the radar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you never see any controversy about him. Like, you haven't seen any
We're looking at you, Horatio.
That
was weird.
There's no, any sort of shit that he did in his past that they brought up, or, anything that he got in trouble. Like, even when he was young, he didn't party that much.
Clean.
Yeah, Casey in our chat room is saying Adam Sandler most successful, but we're saying most successful at Saturday Night Live.
Because Adam Sandler was only
He left
on
early.
Was he on for how many seasons?
4, 5?
I think he's only 2.
I think it was
some of those guys only do it a couple.
He was gone right when he started dropping those CDs and those albums.
It all kind of morphed into it had the same vibe as the characters he was doing for
he was there from 90 to 95. Actually.
Yeah, I knew it was 5 years or so. It was nothing, because he started you get Opera Man. Well, that was very much the same style of that that first CD that just exploded, man.
Never liked Opera Man. I never even found what was funny about him.
I am not a huge Adam Sandler fan.
I enjoyed the absurdity of it, but I like absurd comedy, so I would think that's funny. Sometimes just a loud noise will make me laugh.
Although I did have the Adam Sandler CD.
You loved it?
Oh, yeah.
That was the best.
I'm like, shampoo bottle in his ass.
I'm going to do that when I get old.
That's why I did my karaoke song from that point on.
He did. He sung that at fucking karaoke.
I love that.
Didn't need the words or
song's
anything.
30 years old. It's like you're singing classic rock.
Oh, no, they had to download it for me.
Oh, my God.
But it was worth it.
Hold on, play that song.
It was worth it. Did everybody in the audience hate it?
No, everyone likes the when I do it, because I act it out, too.
Well, you're also...
Wait, we need him to act it out for Twitch.
No, your roommate killed the karaoke.
Yeah. Wait, who?
You're also...
Daichi?
Yeah, Daichi.
You're also at Big Daddy's.
Oh, my God.
Shit-faced drunk. Smoking inside.
Oh, did you guys see that big... fight that happened at Universal this week?
I put it in the thread. Yeah,
that shit was nuts.
I put it in the group thread for you guys to see. It was just a bunch of dudes breaking up some.
Drunk dudes were trying to pull these chicks from fighting each other in the line.
There's some beefy gals fighting.
Well, it was everybody was going at each other, but towards the end, in front of the person with the phone, it was a couple girls going at it. But it was 2 merged groups were fighting each other like it was a fucking battle.
And
but all the guys were stumbling, trying to break it up because everybody was shit faced.
Such a good song.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Don't sing it.
Put your arms around me, baby.
He wants to so bad.
I do. I'm just singing it in my head.
Is it that you think you're taking them down one road, and then at the very end you're
like, stack that shit.
Look at that! I made you take a vulgaire left turn.
Most have never heard this song, so they think it's all sweet, and then they're like, "What the fuck is this song?"
Tenacious D do a song like this, right? Where it's like, "Hey, I'm." There it is. Stroke my cock at a medium pace.
Play with my balls and tell me how big
At this point, I grab my.
I don't want big
You
balls.
were singing this? Okay.
That's a Buffalo Wild Wings.
I sung this. I sung this at my.
Seth is on Touch Tunes in Buffalo Wild Wings putting this on. He's sitting there, and he's that guy that's eating his fucking wings and looking around while your kids are like, this guy's talking about how big his balls are. He's saying medium pace.
At my fiance's corporate Christmas party, they had karaoke. I sung this song.
Yeah, so you're divorced.
She was never more. She actually wasn't bad with it, and the owner was actually Adam Sandler fan, so he fucking loved it. But everyone looked at me like I was a fucking.
Yeah, I have this vision of you and your husband about dying alone, and you just hit play on the CD player. And this is the last thing you listen to as you close your eyes alone.
I hope she worked for the Raiders.
On the corner of the bed and watch me whack off.
Okay, there you go. End with that. I'll give you a little bit of that.
Here's the shampoo bottle. Now stick it up my ass.
You see that shampoo bottle now? Stick it up my ass.
Stick it up my ass.
This is not funny to me.
That's our show.
Yeah, really. That's literally.
Yeah, if our show were a song, it'd be medium pace.
Yeah.
It's a medium pace with Tom and Dan. It sounds good.
Print it.
All right.
Stick their shampoo bottle up my ass.
So tonight, actually, we are kicking off another Twitch stream. If you guys want to see the second strongest Twitch stream in Orlando, It'll be our second time streaming at Semantics Media, twitch.tv/Semantics Media. Tonight at 9 p.m., me and my husband are going to be playing It Takes Two, which is a co-op game. Super fun. And then tomorrow afternoon, we will be recording this week's Semantics episode with Chris Crespo and EJ.
All right. Travis.
I was wrong.
Did you forget his name? Are you going to say my name again?
I got something to say if nobody wants to say anything else.
Man, that surge got you.
I got something to say.
What's going on at Watering Holes?
So
don't freak out. Don't freak out.
If you're not going to make it to the BDMCB beer pong tournament tomorrow, no, I'm not freaking out. We have the West End 15th anniversary going on in downtown Sanford, so check that out. There's going to be some free Sunshine State bombs from 7 to 8 with any kind of T-shirt purchase. You can also get a free swag bag if you're one of the first 50 to attend. And then, not to mention Ravenous Pig. If you got a Halloween party going on, they're doing catering, so hit up them for some of their spooky party libations. They're doing a blood type A and blood type B. They're served in blood bags, so they have a creepy Cosmo and a murdered mezcal margarita.
Creepy Cosby.
So you can bring
Cosmo.
So you can bring.
Watch out after you drink this one.
Oh my God.
They're also doing Christmas stuff or Thanksgiving stuff. I know Ravenous is rolling out like an a la carte Thanksgiving menu. That's where I'm going because I always get their meals kits,
and that's all pre-order. So definitely hit them up.
It's all pre-order. You got to jump on that now, but they got some really good stuff. So that's just what I'm doing this year. I'm going to just take it out of my hands and make it easy. That way, I get delicious food. It's all a la carte.
Good idea for my party, for the Halloween party.
You should do it, man.
Yeah.
Like those blood bags of drinks. That's a creative
really
idea.
Cool.
I love that
really cool idea.
Good idea.
What's going on with your dojo, Seth?
We have actually a big test coming up. The most kids ever. Well, since the kids just started a few months ago, but we have big. We have like 20 kids testing this coming Saturday. So it's exciting for the first test. I don't know, bunch of kids testing for their new belt.
Oh, okay.
So that's cool. Yeah,
you should open a pizza place adjacent to it and call it the Dojo. Right?
Oh, dough.
Yeah.
Do you do the thing where you
fuck off? Y'all.
He didn't get it at first.
You do the
great idea.
You do the stripes before you do the full belt.
Yeah, well,
you gotta step it up.
Depending on their age.
Well, you gotta. It's a money grab.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Oh no! It's honest.
You can't give them the black belt real quick.
You got a brown belt with a black stripe.
That's
honestly,
at the top of the pyramid.
It's for their confidence level.
You gotta get
if they're not ready to go to a full belt, I always half belt stripe them so they get a stripe, but it shows them that they're making progression. It gets them more excited to come to class even more.
So you get a brown, you gotta go to brown, then you go red, yellow, green, orange, pink, purple. Then you test for junior black.
It's like the books and Scientology. Like there's never ending amount.
It's the Nexium thing with the
sashes.
Yeah,
sashes.
We'll make more.
You guys can sit and talk shit all you want, but it's for the kids. It's
for the kids, baby.
It's making them more confident. So whatever.
No, wait, did you?
I was just making fun of you.
Did you?
You're not allowed to.
I'm just talking shit about your livelihood.
We talked about there's no making fun
I'm just talking
when it comes
shit
to
about your
karate.
passion and livelihood.
But yeah, exactly. We
Why
talked
are you so
about
mad?
karate not being that was a no funny.
No funny zone.
No funny zone. Like some guy, I posted on my karate page.
I'm writing this down. Karate is no
I
funny
posted on
zone.
my karate page a
Says right
picture
here,
of us.
karate, full fucking.
Settle down, Danielson.
I yelled at some guy on Facebook for doing a laughing emoji on one of my posts for
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I was like, "What's so funny about karate?"
Then you put 2 laughing emojis.
No, I actually felt bad because he wrote back saying I accidentally pressed that. I meant to press the smiley button. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Let
sir."
me.
Not true. He wanted to put the
breaking news. Did you secure the weapons in your dojo?
No. I raised them up a few inches, so now they'll be heavier when they fall down. No, I know it's harder for them to run into. But if you guys ever want to bring your kids down to try a class out, it's just go to karateoforlando.com.
There you go.
Or follow me on Instagram too if you want.
There you go.
All right.
Don't do it.
You can do. I'll let
He's smacking his lips.
I was about to plug Jana's podcast.
Living lucky.
You want to hear the truth?
Oh shit! We're talking to her
You
next
can't
week.
handle. Oh, we're gonna ask her. What day?
Thursday.
Thursday. Tune in on Thursday.
Living skinny and lucky.
Thursday at 1 p.m. You can't wait, can you?
I cannot wait. I honestly, it is so awkward.
I gotta go back and watch
It
this.
is so awkward. Oh my god, too fat for a wheelchair. Maybe that's what she meant. Maybe she meant that it's easier to navigate if you're like
Remember
her.
when Tom said standing sucks earlier this week?
Yeah,
Maybe she's getting back at people. I don't
Not
know.
for me.
All right, let's get out of here. Bye-bye.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't publish that. It's mediocre.